Fanatic YouTube and the Fanatic app.
Oh, it's a Football Guy Friday. Giddy up, Sean Bray. Some raids on the final day of Middays without Marks. Johnny Marks back on Monday. We got Sean Rodman producing the program today, and he's letting the country music ride. Because this is a man that loves his truck, drinks his PBR, and every single time Tim McGraw's in town, you better believe he's at Freedom Mortgage Pavilion. Sean Rodman, how are you today?
Doing well. How about yourself, Ray? I'm ready for Football Friday, of course.
Did you go to Tim McGraw this week?
I did not. No. Missed opportunity.
Oh, my gosh. This is what happens when you get in a relationship.
Dude,
All your traditions.
I'm a Tim McGraw guy.
I don't mind Tim McGraw.
Multiple times.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah, man.
You've been slandering country all week, and you said you've seen Tim McGraw multiple times?
Like I said, if you give me a couple beers, the weather's right, I'm in.
There you go. That's what country music's all about.
Country music, to me, is baseball to a lot of people. I'm not necessarily seeking it out, but if the weather's beautiful and there's a couple of beers to be had, I'll go have a day.
Oh, man. Live Like You Were Dying. That song is just, that song.
Every time he refers to himself as Tugs Boy, yeah, I've been there enough to see it.
Man. So many good songs. I got goosebumps, man. That song, went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu. Oh, dude, that song is great. I know he didn't write it, but that's a hell of a song to perform.
That's fine. You don't have to write it.
Well, it works for Drake.
Yeah, I mean, it works for Drake. That's why Kendrick's obviously the king on that one. But we don't have to go down that path again today.
We might get back into that path later today. News at noon. I'm just saying.
Whoa.
Might be a song that Sean has to put on his new DJ set.
Oh, boy. All right. We will get to that coming up later on today. We got plenty of other things to get into in the sense that LeBron still hasn't made a decision. The Phillies have a big series with the Yankees this weekend. We got some things out there right now about the trade deadline in Major League Baseball, but we looked at the calendar. I'm Sean Brace. We are within a week's time of getting training camp, which means we're a week's time from reacting to practices we're not actually watching with our two eyes and just being told about by other media members, and I cannot wait for it. You've been fiending for a little football talk.
Football.
So we're going to have ourselves a Football Guy Friday. We got a couple of football guys coming up on the program today. Brandley Gouton, Bleed Green Nation, joins coming up at 11. We got Roy Burton coming up at 12:30. And we got Ryan Paganetti, who, former NFL analyst, worked with the Eagles during the Doug Peterson era, was a part of the group that won the Super Bowl, was on with Jason McIntyre on The Herd yesterday. It was a great conversation. We're like, yeah, that's a conversation we want to continue with him. He'll join us at 1 o'clock. So a couple of football guys throughout the program. But, Sean Brace, we start today with a Football Guy 5-pack for your Friday.
Let's do it.
So we got 5 questions for you. We want you to get in at 610-632-0975. And you can answer all 5. We would love for you to do so on text line, over the phone call, of course, 610-632-0975, or voice memo on the Davis Honda text line. And what we're looking for, if you're going voice memo or text, name, location, occupation. We cannot stress that enough. When we get back here on Monday, you talk about Dad being away for the week.
Yep.
We're going to have a bunch of people that are chiming in without name, location, occupation, and that's going to be our fault. And I'm going to have to wear that one. John on Monday is like, why is no one attaching their name to it? It's because we didn't really hold the rules of that. So we got to be better. I have to be better. You all out there have to be better for me, so we don't have to have that conversation.
Get involved. Get involved.
But our Football Guy 5-pack, how do you want to roll with it, Sean Brace? You want me to go all 5 questions, then you start answering them all, or do you want to do one at a time here?
I like the one at a time.
All right,
Coach.
let's start with the number 1 here. And this is the headliner. This is the one that we have seen on every single national television program this summer. We are reaching the end of list season. We are reaching not really the end of narrative storyline building. This is just the beginning. This is the one that's been going on all summer. But more pressure on them in 2026 for your Philadelphia Eagles. The quarterback, Jalen Hurts, or the head coach, Nick Sirianni? Sean Brace, to you.
Look, I am coming around to the answer of no matter what happens, I think that both of these guys are going to be here. I don't think Jeffrey Lurie likes to fire coaches willy-nilly. We know the deal with Jalen Hurts and everything that he's been through, drafted, the contract situation, and, of course, the success that both of these guys have had. Like, you can't just flip the script and be like, yeah, we can duplicate that with anybody. I know that they probably think that down there. Howie Roseman, he's earned the fact that he can go out there and say that with his chest, but it's not that easy. So for me, the most pressure to answer this question It's not Jalen Hurts because I think no matter what, he is going to get another contract. I think Jalen Hurts is going to get another contract. You don't like that answer. I
would love for him to get another contract. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. That's not what I'm saying with my eyes over here.
You're right. You're right. Sorry. I would say I believe that contract is absolutely coming in Jalen Hurts' direction. Nick Sirianni is the guy with the most pressure because you just brought in another offensive coordinator, Sean Mannion, right? It's year after year after year. The conversation for a lot of people that don't get in depth is, what exactly do you do here, sir? So if this team doesn't respond with a positive win-loss record, and he's been able to do that year in and year out, so I'm not trying to paint this picture of they're only going to have 5 wins this season and the sky is going to be completely falling down there at the Jeff. But to answer this question right here, right now, the most pressure out of either one of these guys is easily Nick Sirianni for me. Easily.
Yeah, and I got to disagree with you on that one.
All right.
It hurts. I know you want to tell me that there's no way he's not getting another contract. We went through this entire offseason with a lot of conversation about, okay, they're making the movement offensively. They're trying to evolve offensively. They're trying to get into a new system. And it's not that you don't think that he can answer the bell for it, but the idea is if he doesn't answer the bell, this is the way the organization wants to go offensively, and they have the ability to get out of that contract. They have very little guaranteed money following this season, and we know how quickly they could pivot. We've seen it before, how quickly they will pivot off of a coach, off of a quarterback. The issue is, when we talk about this coach, he's fallen in line with everything this organization wants. Hey, we want you to go out, get rid of your coordinators. I got you. Let's go find new coordinators. We want you to do X, Y, Z. Hey, I'm good with it. He and Howie Roseman are on such, I think, they have great synergy between the two of them. I think is where I'm trying to go with this one.
Yeah.
They have such a great relationship. They're so in line. That's more what I was looking for.
Nick understands the assignment.
Right, he does, which tells me if he understands the assignment, he understands what keeps that key card working. So after this year, if they were not to have success, or if they aren't to have the success they hold themselves to, because we know that in this organization, it's not about, hey, we want to go win an NFC East title. Hey, we want to win a playoff game. They want to be the ones when the confetti falls right there. I think the alignment between head coach and general manager makes it very easy to look at the quarterback and say, if we're talking about pressure, there's more on him, because I think they believe they could build continuously with the culture guy leading the way as the head coach, and then moving in this direction offensively. They believe there are probably enough offensive minds where they could keep going through this. I mean, they brought in how many offensive coordinators?
Understood.
Former offensive coordinators under Nick Sirianni this year? I think they believe they could build continuity of that coaching staff. And if it doesn't go well this year, I think the one under more pressure is Jalen Hurts to have the year than it is Nick Sirianni.
I like it. My follow-up would be this, quickly on this.
Yep.
What's harder to replace? Again, I understand that there are a lot of people that are negative on Jalen. Whatever floats your boat. This guy, viewed as by his peers, is a top 100 player. That list came out. Whether you want to put stock into these lists, I don't care. Fantasy. This guy is a top 5 fantasy quarterback. Roy Burton's going to join us at 12:30. We're talking some fantasy conversation today on Football Guy Friday.
That's right.
Jalen Hurts might not be the perfect quarterback for a lot of people out there, but this guy produces. This guy gets the job done. He wins. You can't just replace Jalen Hurts. You can't replace these quarterbacks that easy. Take a list of the haves and the have-nots in this league. Most of the have-nots don't have a guy at that position. Nick Sirianni is very replaceable. Very replaceable. I don't think anybody would argue that. I'm curious, if the peers were to rank the coaches, where's Nick Sirianni being on that list? When we get in that list from the peers, does Jeremy Fowler do a coach list? Where's that list?
I'd be interested in that list.
Now I'm turning into anti-Sirianni, and I don't want to be that guy to start the show.
No, it kind of sounds like you hate Nick Sirianni's guts.
See, this is more pressure is on Nick Sirianni because Jalen Hurts is harder to replace, and oh, by the way, will get another contract in this city to lead the Philadelphia Eagles as the quarterback.
All right, 610-632-0975. That's the first of the 5-pack. We're rolling through the 5-pack here early on. We'll get all 5 questions out to you. Then we'll give you the ability to chime in on it as well. So more pressure in 2026, Hurts or Sirianni. Now, we talk about pressure. Let's take Hurts out of the equation. Look at the other 52. Or, hey, it's before training camp, the other 89 guys on the roster. I don't think we're getting a lot of answers that go down from player 40 to 90 because I think it's pressure for all of them to just keep their careers going.
Darn right.
But for you, the non-Jalen Hurts Eagle, entering a pivotal season in 2026? Who would that be with the most pivotal season coming up in 2026? The answer can't be Jalen Hurts. We'll answer that question coming up on the other side, plus the other 3 questions of our Football Guy Friday 5-pack. This is Middays with Marks on 97.5 The Fanatic.
It is Brett Toth at center with Jorgens dealing with an injury. Deep drop for Hurts, trying to find something downfield. And it's Devontae Smith. He's loose. He's got it. He is gone. Touchdown, Eagles.
Ooh. A1 producing work by Robin right there. As the song hits,
Hitting
he
the
gives
post.
a Devontae Smith touchdown. So we didn't get any A.J. Brown highlights in there so that we don't lose Brace for the next 4 hours.
They said I was a diva.
I almost did it. I'm not going to lie. I almost chose the touchdown from A.J. Brown at first break.
It probably would have been great producer work as well because then we would have lost Brace for about 5 minutes, but it would be good.
There's a good video on the timeline I saw from Fanatics Fest where this crazy dude running around with a helmet up there. He's made a name for himself in the timeline here. But up at the Fanatics Fest, he was doing an interview with Emmanuel Ocho, and he's all decked out in Eagles gear, big dude. And Ocho goes, "Your thoughts on A.J. Brown?" He's like, "Man, I love A.J. Brown. We love A.J. Brown. Brought us to the Super Bowl." And he goes, "But F him." And it was perfect. It was perfect. So shout out to that dude. And, man, that's the reality where we're at. Good luck up there, A.J., with New England, but you're no longer with us. See ya.
I appreciate your ability also to tie Emmanuel Ocho and Ocho Cinco. You are an Emmanuel Ocho guy.
So I didn't say Ocho Cinco, right? I said
You said Ocho. It's Ocho.
Emmanuel Ocho.
Right.
Yes.
You said, every time you do it, it's funny. We used to, when I worked with Bob for Brandon Marsh,
Yeah.
always called him Brad Marsh, which is why when we sat down with Brad Marsh, the entire time we were sitting there doing that interview with Brad Marsh, all I could think
hear
about
his
was Brandon
crooning.
Marsh. I was like, I would say, don't say Brandon, don't say Brandon. I made fun of him all the time for saying Brad Marsh.
Yeah.
Every time you go Emmanuel,
It's
you go
Emmanuel Ocho.
Ocho.
Yeah, it's not
because
Ocho.
we talk about the speakeasy and we talk about the nightcap. Because
Yeah.
those are the two. I mean, right now, if you're on the timeline at 9 o'clock at night, you're either getting speakeasy content or you're getting nightcap content. That's the new television war right there. That's the new late night war. It's the nightcap with Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco, which I don't know where my Ralia drop is, but that, to me, it's those two versus McCoy and Acho.
Yeah.
You got to pick your side on that one.
Well, the Speakeasy, shout out to Shady McCoy, who represents, and he was in Conshohocken over
What?
the week. Yeah. Shady representing.
Doing Conchi.
He went to a new place up there, Rick's.
Rick's.
Rick's. I stopped in over the weekend, too, first time. Nice spot. Go check them out. Support new business.
All
but,
right.
yeah, Shady making an
Well,
appearance
like,
in Conchi.
I'm assuming if you were there, new bar?
It is a restaurant/bar. It's 2 floors, but brand spanking new, Ray. I mean, you walk in that place.
Open till 2?
Now open for lunch. It was late. It was like I was midnight. We were still there, so I don't know. A lot of these bars just don't feel the need to, right? Like I think that we're seeing more and more of that.
Rick's Tavern.
Because back in my day, Ray,
Yeah.
when I worked in the bar industry,
midnight.
and I will always be a bar guy. Go figure there.
You know that.
The owner would be like, no, man, like you could always get that 1:30 bachelor party rolling through. You could always get that girls group to roll through at 1:35. Like, the lights come on at 1:50, 1:45, last call. But at the end of the day, you get that last push. That's a couple extra dollars in my pocket.
Correct.
That's the way I was raised. But now, post-pandemic and everything else that follows, midnight, got to get out. It's not worth it being up late. There's too much nonsense, like Mom would say. Nothing good happens after midnight.
I was taught 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I was taught 2 a.m. I guess maybe
My
my
mom tried.
parents were a little bit different on that one.
Mama tried.
Yeah. My parents were more concerned about the after-hours club. That's where nothing good happens after
jeez.
2 a.m.
Speaking of shady,
Yeah. All right. Get back into the birds. We're doing a Football Guy 5-pack today. It's a Football Guy Friday for you. More pressure in 2026. Is it Jalen Hurts? Is it Nick Sirianni? You are far in the Sirianni camp on this one. For me, it's Hurts, the guaranteed money, the fact that I think that there is synergy between head coach and general manager at this point where, hey, how will you need that? I'll get it done. I'll take care of it for you. I think they're very comfortable with their culture-building head coach. And I think if they don't see the offensive progression they're looking for this year, I think it'll end up falling on the quarterback.
is it possible to get a poll up? Could we get the poll up? More pressure, Sirianni. Let's get the people involved from that on our socials.
610-632-0975 as well.
And at 975 Middays. Let's get that poll up. I like this. Ray did an unbelievable job last night putting this stuff together. So let's really get everybody going. Football Guy Friday.
All right, so Hurts for me, obviously entering a pivotal year. Let's take Hurts off the table. In 2026, the Eagle facing the most pivotal season is, again, not Jalen Hurts.
His name is Jalen, though.
Oh, you're going Carter on me?
I'm going Jalen Carter. It's time to step up, big dog. Need a little bit more from you. You got to answer the call. Like, we know what you're capable of. We know that you're double teamed. Like Fletcher Cox dealt with this year after year. Oh, he sees double teams. It doesn't matter. All the greats do. You have to raise your performance. You have to get to the quarterback. Those sack numbers have to come up. I need more from Jalen Carter. He's got to be more of a mouthpiece. He's got to be that leader because right now he is knocking on a contract extension that is just going to set him and his family up for decades upon decades upon decades, right? I want that to happen here. But the fact that the Eagles went out and gave Jordan Davis the money and they're spreading around, and oh, by the way, we know what else is knocking on their door. The Cooper DeJean, the Quinyon Mitchell extensions, all that rolled up. There's only going to be so much money that you could spend. This is a monster season for Jalen Carter. You can't be getting thrown out for spitting on people. I'm not going to talk bad about the shoulder injuries. Like, I understand that that's real. There's not one guy that's in the NFL that's fully healthy. There's not one guy that's not dealing with something. Not one. So, Jalen Carter, no excuses. And I say that, Ray, because, again, we know the type of talent. This is an Aaron Donald-esque. He is that good. It's for him to show us this year. Monster season for Jalen Carter. And if he does, we know what follows. Obviously the money, but the success that leads the charge for this team on the defensive side of the ball. And that will ease pressure for Jalen Hurts and, of course, Nick Sirianni on the offense.
And it'll create a lot more opportunities for the guys behind him. Because right now he's got a linebacker in Jai Campbell that's going to be expected to step into a role that Nakobe Dean's vacated that, hey, we don't know if you can do it, but you want to make it a lot easier on linebacker if you're getting pushed up front and much easier on whoever you're going to have out at safety. I know we're all of a sudden talking about Cooper DeJean as a safety. That's been my favorite thing of the Exciting Mike's clips that I've encountered so far throughout their rebirth of the podcast, despite they're in two different cities. It's like, yeah, the thing between the two of you is like, yeah, Reed, the guy replacing you is your podcast buddy. Like Cooper DeJean, that whole he's not a safety thing, that's over. He's playing a lot of safety. That's every single clip I feel like I watch is them making Fangio was on with them, talking about how he's going to be playing safety. He's not going to when they got a nickel corner there because he's one of the best in the league, and then you're going to have Makuba and who knows, Epps. Like I don't know who's going to be sitting there next to Makuba, but if you're getting push up front, pressure up the middle, if Jalen Carter is the Jalen Carter that's promised, it's totally different.
Everybody eats. Everybody eats. You're right. You want to have some interceptions on the backside, you get a push up front. There's no doubt in my mind that is only going to help things. I like that. Now, did you hint your guy?
Did I hint my guy? No, I did not. I'm going to the other side of the football here.
Oh, really?
And we did this conversation. You actually might have been out for this day, I want to say. It might have been, I forget what it was, but there was a conversation about Saquon Barkley that I remember having in this studio with John, where he was like, well, if you look at, next season and you look at how much money like could come off the books with Saquon if things didn't work out for him, maybe Saquon's entering a pivotal year, because I believe it was someone nationally that said, hey, like if you look at it, they could be moving off. And we were talking to Jeff Mosher earlier this week. It was, Tuesday when he does his regular hit with us at 1 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And he mentioned the number of touches over the last 2 years for Saquon Barkley and the fact that it was like somewhere over 700, some ridiculous amount. He had 625 carries over the last 2 seasons, and we're just counting regular season, and 70 receptions. So almost 700 just in the regular season, then throw the Super Bowl run on top of that. The usage has been really high for him, and you would expect that, given, obviously, the results that we saw in 2024 and the fact that he was bell cow for him again last year. But he's going to be 29. You think about running backs throughout history, but especially in the modern NFL.
Yep.
29 isn't exactly like, oh, I'm scared of 30. It's, wow, you're already past 27. Like, when they got him, I remember the conversation. Do you pay a running back? You pay him after that first contract? Look at the injury history. Like, he's given you over 700 touches the last 2 seasons, and now you're moving towards that 30-year-old spot. The offensive line health is always going to be a question mark after what we saw from last season. I know Jeff has joked with us multiple times. When he breaks down the team, he just leaves that as the guarantee. He doesn't even do it as a question mark anymore. We're all wondering. They sent 40% of their offensive line to Colombia to go get stem cell treatment. That's 40%. Lane Johnson was contemplating retirement. Mailata was limping around. Tyler Steen's the only guy I'm not talking about right now. Should I feel comfortable about that? But on top of them, you have Father Time and a running back. And I don't think you can argue the dynamic that he brought in 2024, obviously the incredible 2,000-yard season. If you lose more of that dynamic this upcoming season, that's a major hurt for this offense, an offense that's been run first for so much of this run with Sirianni and Hurts. I mean, over the last 2 years, it's been the driving force of what you're trying to do offensively, even if last year it was part of the reason why you weren't as good offensively. You lose Saquon Barkley being an elite. Like if we do the Dave Dombrowski elite versus good conversation,
okay,
if he's just good, it's a different gear for your offense. And that's something that you have to be considered when he gets to his age 29 season as we move closer to this year. I mean, he is, again, 29-year-old running back. He might be Superman, but Father Time comes for football players quick.
No, you're right about that, especially at that position. There's no doubt in my mind. However, there's no doubt in my mind how special of a talent Saquon Barkley is. That's the funny part about when you start to talk about this team in a macro manner. Dude, there's a lot of talent on this squad. Oh, yeah, that's right. Howie Roseman's still in charge.
Why we're not talking about a pressure year for Howie Roseman.
Hell no. Just build him the statue already. And you know what? He's got a little bit of an ego, but that's fine. You know what? When you win.
If I had won 2 Super Bowls, man, you would never hear the end of it. If I had anything to do with them.
Just don't be breaking golf clubs on the golf course. That's all. You can't do that, all right? No, look, Saquon Barkley to me is, I always fought with people over the high draft pick. I've always believed in this Hall of Fame talent. Like, I went nuts when the Eagles were able to land him because you just realized that it was the perfect fit. And I still believe that this guy has everything it takes to be that kind of running back that we got from the Super Bowl championship year. But there's, you got to have a good offensive line. If you don't have a good offensive line, those holes aren't opening up, and life is extremely difficult for everybody involved, whether they're throwing, Jalen Hurts is getting hit, he can't make plays, and that's going to take away from Saquon Barkley. They tried last year, and I know for some people they would say that, they could have given the ball a little bit more to Saquon, I don't really agree with that because I feel like every single time they did, albeit it was very easy to see what is coming. You know, the book was written. Patullo's offense wasn't all that complex. Running was stale, very, deliberate. You knew what was coming on certain down and distance. So I look at what Saquon Barkley was capable of 2 years ago. I think he still is that dude this year, but I also am a realist because it just can't be him. You have to open up those holes. We need a special season from the five guys up front.
So we would give the entire offensive line pivotal 2026 coming up.
I think that's hey, every single year it's something new, right? So it's pivotal.
New
for
offensive line coach.
You brought up Makuba.
Yeah.
I think it's pivotal for him. But how much is he going to be out there? We'll see. Who else was I just thinking about? It's definitely on the offensive line, but I can't make the case for Lane Johnson being pivotal. He is who he is at this stage of his career.
Right. It might be pivotal in the sense of how much longer he wants to play.
Correct.
Because, I mean, there's two sides. There's, like, the dueling conversation there for him of, like, do you want to go out injured versus, like, at some point do you realize maybe you can't survive the 17-game schedule anymore? And I'm certainly not going to be the one to go and say, hey, Lane, I don't think you can do it anymore. We've seen time and time again, he'll answer the bell. So I'm not sitting there as worried about him, even though at this point in his career, I think that's a question mark. I just think it's pretty pivotal in the sense that, again, Saquon's getting to an age where I just went, because we were talking about Shady just a couple minutes ago.
Okay.
Shady, age 29 season with the Buffalo Bills, goes over 1,000 yards, played 3 more seasons. Those next 3 seasons, I believe he just barely went over 1,000 yards combined.
All Buffalo, or did he
that was the Buffalo, Kansas City, Tampa trio. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Where he ended up playing,
we know what
sparingly.
the drop-off is, and it's that 30-year mark. It is,
right?
age 30.
We're getting right there, age 29.
But guys who are super are able to fight that off, and Saquon is that dude.
I'm hoping he does. Now, we yesterday got a chance to catch up with one of our new favorite people in the world here. He called in. You tried to tell him what he was thinking.
Yeah, don't even read the board here.
No, I'm going to read the board.
Oh, okay.
I see Chaz right now is saying that he believes Saquon Barkley's going to fall off entirely. We got Chaz on the line at 610-632-0975. What's up, Chaz?
Hey, brothers. That's not what I said. What is wrong with you people? Is Saquon's going to fall completely?
Well, I'm just reading the board, Chaz. I'm just reading the board.
Well played, Ray. Well played.
Just what I said at all.
What do you got for us,
Does that guy
Chaz?
speak English, really? Does he speak English?
I'm dying.
What you got for us?
Great. Chaz, great to hear from you. Day 2 here, my friend. Let's go.
No problem, brothers. Listen, all right, the offensive line was dinged on the Cameron Jurgens side. Mailata carried some extra weight. Don't you agree? All the sacks were given up on that side mostly. Correct?
I mean, I would have to go back through. I can't tell you I've got the entire film study back of my head of that season. Mailata didn't have his best year.
The numbers bear out that they gave up like 7 sacks on that side of the ball, on that side of the center.
Feel fact, I'm in with you on that.
I like it, Chaz.
All right, listen. So Saquon is a great running back, and he didn't fall off. He didn't lose a step. What he did was not be able to gauge the amount of time that his line was able to hold the blocks. Instead of making an adjustment and making his runs quick hitters, and maybe the running back coach is part of the problem, or was, and the quick hitters were making 5 yards a pop because they were just not, squeezing through holes. So what are your thoughts?
I think that's an excellent take, Chaz. I really do think, obviously going back to last year, there were moments that Saquon was trying to do a little bit too much.
Right.
There's no doubt. But you could say that about a lot of the great running backs.
Well, that's also what creates the explosive plays.
That too.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
all of a
part
sudden
of
he
this
bounces
game.
off a tackle or he makes a guy miss, and all of a sudden he's got 15 more yards to him.
Correct. But, when your offensive line is banged up and you need, 3-4 yards, maybe it's best to just hit that hole, get through there. Now, I'm not trying to tell Saquon Barkley how to play the running back position by no means. But what I will tell you is there was definitely a difference when Tank Bigsby got the ball at the end of the season, albeit not that much, but he was more of a north and south guy.
Well, I cut Chaz off. His next take was that Tank should start.
Stop. I can't believe you did that to Chaz. That was good.
Does that guy speak English? No, Chaz, I promise you. He does. We read it.
Chaz is in the pack, man.
Yeah, he's got some fire to him. We got to figure out where Chaz is from. I can't have Chaz in PA. I mean, like, give me something a little bit. Like,
I don't think Chaz wants to release that information. But
I'm not telling you I need an address.
We'll give it.
Give
we'll
me
get
a
it.
county. I don't even need your, like, town. Give me a county, Chaz.
You got a guess?
I was thinking South Philly.
Okay. Yeah, because he cuzzed me.
Yeah. I also, my Italian side, I've got a Chaz in there. Like, when he first called yesterday, there's a Chaz on my Italian side of my family that's up from New York.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no way. That's a 610 number right there. There's no way it could be. But the half of me was like, I was like, the chances I'm running across two Chazes. So I'm thinking a South Philly guy.
Okay.
But I don't know that for a fact. That's a feel fact
It's
on
a
that
good
one.
name. That's a name with some swag. Do kids still use the word swag? Is that word still?
Yeah, we've gone aura.
Yeah, I know. I've in my shout out to Vision Fit, my gym. They have these T-shirts. They'll make new gear up, and their new gear is like I forget what it says, but it has aura. It's something because it's all.
Now
built.
does Negative Nate have aura?
I think we've already answered that question.
He says yes.
Oh, it's Nate's a big fan of Nate. I don't know if you.
I would say no.
Negative Nate.
Oh, Rod been taking the shot.
I mean, we went over this the other day, and you can't give yourself aura and claim that you have it. You have it or you don't.
Aura is really complex. Like
Very easy.
you think it is?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't. I think that like swag's easy. Aura to me is a whole nother level. Like I don't think you can consider somebody to have aura by dealing with them in their 9 to 5.
Oh, that's fair.
Like I come in, to me, aura is about dressing. It's about
Yeah, then
who you are outside.
mine's a presence in a room.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
How does the room move when you walk into it?
Interesting.
Now, work is different, even though this work is different than anything else. So I can't really tell you a good 9 to 5. I got this one out of college, and that was just kind of, this is what, honestly, the biggest maybe red flag about me as a human being is that my entire professional post-college experience has just been radio. So my understanding of the world is kind of through that lens.
Oh, yeah.
Like, my brother was talking to me about stuff at work, like, you know, not necessarily getting my advice, but I'm just lending an ear. And I can't help him with that. Like, he's corporate. He's what am I supposed to do? Yeah, when we have an issue here, we just decide to air it on the microphones and go back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, we've started a war today with MMR. Like, that's how we handle things inside of our building. You can't do that in corporate. You can't just open up the Zoom call and be like, yeah, you know who screwed up this project? That guy.
Wait. We've started a war with our sister station,
Yes.
WMMR, the Titans that they are.
Correct, yes. This could be one of the most short-sighted decisions we've made as a station.
Yeah, have we thought this through?
So Dylan was like, would you mind if I get you for a video here to talk about the drama with MMR? And I was like, nah, I think the morning guy should handle that one.
And has the morning show...
I just saw that it went up on Twitter. President Steve Show stole our arcade machine, so we stole something from them.
Oh.
There was...
I didn't know we fired back already.
Yeah, so I think we're at war with MMR, and I want to be very clear about this. I'm not really good with, I haven't done a lot of reading on wartime. I wouldn't consider myself a general.
Okay.
One thing I do think I have a good read on is battles you're going to lose. And I do not feel great about our ability to win this one.
Well,
We got a lot of work to do as a group here to organize and win this one.
yeah, with all love and respect, when it comes to wartime, you need leadership. You need that guy that leads the charge to the top of the ship.
Salciunas was like, I'd follow you into war. And I was like, well, we're both dead if that's the case.
So, the 4-star generals aren't really... Where are you at? Are you around here? I don't know. I'm a little concerned. Who's making the decisions
Well,
at this
Casey
war?
apparently just ordered 2 people from down there to come by, pick up the arcade machine, and go. And you know what our morning crew did? Now, they were on the air, but our behind-the-scenes crew was like, hey, they're taking our arcade machine.
Yeah.
And the machine was gone.
So...
Nobody stopped them.
And let me just put this out there for the people. I've been here since October. I have never seen one person play that arcade machine. So why are we fighting a war that we are a big-time underdog, let's just say on DraftKings Sportsbook, that for a machine that literally had dust on it? Anybody?
It's a nice item.
Okay. I'm with you.
It's a nice item.
It'd be nice if people played it, but they don't. So
Well, it's too noisy. It's in a terrible spot. It's near our prep station. It's a horrible spot for it.
I think the arcade fits MMR more than the Fanatic. Am I allowed to say that?
Sure.
Okay.
Again, you're allowed to say whatever you want. I'll think about it. I'll let it assess through the brain.
So they get that. What do we get?
Apparently, we got a Saquon cutout. A Wawa Saquon cutout.
And I think Casey Boy said he was going to bring down, was it Apollo Creed cutout as well?
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Well, look,
It's not a fair trade.
Everything's a negotiation. So
Yeah.
Casey Boy, he's
We're
fair.
going to take a digital producer, too, in that swap. All right?
Let me get some records. Let me get some Pierre Robert gear. Come on, man. Hook us up over here. The legend that he is.
I told Matt Cord, I saw him in the hallway. I was like, I want to be very clear here.
Yeah.
I'm not coming for you, man.
No.
He had no idea what was going on. I was
Yeah,
like,
no.
are you ready for the war? And he's like, what?
Yeah, we'll get Casey Boy in on this.
Yeah, we'll
and
have to clear this up next week.
negotiate, yeah.
All right, Friday 5-pack. Football Guy Friday 5-pack. More
What?
pressure in 2026. Jalen Hurts or Nick Sirianni. The non-Hurts Eagle with the most pivotal 2026 coming up.
How's my cadence? Blue 19! Blue 19! Hot!
I jumped.
Boom.
I'm sorry.
I got you?
I was off.
I
was
got
off.
you? You were off?
Yeah,
All right.
I was off. All right, and then finally, oh, God. Our third question, the Football Guy Friday 5-pack. The Eagle you're buying stock in ahead of 2026. This is your
Oh.
chance to plant the flag. This is my guy.
I got it.
We will get to the Davis Honda text line. Those three questions coming up next, plus the rest of our Football Guy Friday 5-pack right here. Middays Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
98, the man that balked it last time. Right in the middle. From 44. Joshua Carty has it blocked again. This time Jordan Davis. The big man looks for the icing on one big cake. Eagles hang on.
That game. I got chills just thinking about that game.
Rodman's on fire a little all night long, baby. Let's go.
That was insane.
That was a party.
Rams-Eagles game.
That was a party. And as you heard in the call, it was multiple times. And that's what really crushed the L.A. Rams, because they were your Super Bowl champions if he just fielded the punt. And special teams killed them all season long.
So,
boo-hoo.
yeah, it did.
And
I mean, I'm not crying for LA.
No.
They seem to have restocked pretty well. If they can figure out the whole special teams thing this year, there are going to be a lot of problems. But
they're getting Aaron Donald.
October 4th. Eagles, Rams,
Here?
1 o'clock here. Now, October 4th, the reason why I know that it's Eagles, Rams at 1 o'clock here, I have a wedding. My buddy who I went to Jamaica for his wedding is that day.
Married on a NFL football Sunday.
Correct.
Wow.
Now that wedding, so we were complaining. I was complaining personally about the fact that that game wasn't at 4:25 because it's a 1 o'clock start. Rams Eagles, like that has to be the game of the week. It's going to work out in my favor, given that the wedding is later in the day, and the entire time that we are sitting there getting ready for the wedding is just going to be drinking beers, watching Rams Eagles. But yes, I understand there are a lot of people out there that are going to throw the violation. I can't believe you did that to people. Yeah, I got you. What is going to be fun for this show's purposes is the fact that I will be here October 5th after that wedding in which I am in, and the after party is NAC.
That's the pro.
Well, we'll see how much of a pro I am the next day. That's me. I'm priming the pump for everyone.
There it is. Prime that pump.
Yeah,
I like that.
be ready. Be ready.
You know what you prime a pump on? A lawnmower. Grass still isn't cut, Ray. We'll talk about that one a little bit later. Having some fun. Real quick.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout-out. Cecily Tynan.
I had that for later on. Yes, awesome.
Oh, my bad.
All good.
Did you have it on a show sheet?
It's all good. 30 years, man.
Come on, Brace. Anyways, I bring it up because Cecily, shout out, 30 years, a legend in this industry. And shout out to a place like 6ABC for allowing somebody to be there for 30 years, right? But ratings control all. We know how that works. They are
they're
top
kings
notch.
in
Yeah.
ratings.
All right, well, I think they're taking a little bit of a hit today.
Oh.
Because 6ABC, what is going on? I wake up, Ray. I check the timeline to see what's happening in the world of Philadelphia sports. 6ABC puts this out there on social media at 7:30 a.m. LeBron James storybook ending, ? Why it's in Miami, not Cleveland. Yo, hold up. What's going on here? 6ABC, I could throw a baseball. I could hit a golf ball off it from where we're at right now.
Mine would slice. It would probably hit the hotel we stay in.
Yeah, my arm is not as good as it once was. But I could definitely hit a drive off of 6ABC from right here.
Yeah. Did you read the article or you're just upset at the headline?
I read the article, but that's not good. We'll leave that to the side. I clicked on it, and it was an ESPN
I was going to say,
connection.
syndicated content from National.
Know what you're doing, 6ABC. Nobody wants to see that in
All right,
Philadelphia.
Mickey Mouse, figure out your Disney properties, please.
Yeah.
Okay?
Don't they have a Dylan over there, a digital Dylan running things? We don't make those mistakes. Dylan's not hitting send on YouTube a week in front of a press conference that's taking place.
Yeah, you know all those Beasley sports stations across the country that we'd be syndicating from.
Well, all I know is when I saw that headline, I was like, damn, dude, you're already falling off that far? What's going on here? First you lose Jim Gardner, Cecily Tynan. Now we got this?
Now we got this. You know what? Let's go pick it out front. Protesting the fact that they're trying to send LeBron to Miami.
What is the latest with LeBron? Real quick, give me 30 seconds.
We got it coming up. We got some things we got today. We got a great offer from Philly, from a business in Philly for him, and we also have a little bit of a follow-up from what we got yesterday from Kevin O'Connor.
So Nuggets.
A little bit of Nuggets coming up for you in the 11 o'clock
No
hour.
decision, but Nuggets.
No decision. No, we're not getting a decision this week. So, woohoo! John Marks will be back for
Unbelievable.
decision. Yeah. He was able to take a whole week in the midst of LeBron watch.
And now I'm going to miss it.
You're going to miss it, for sure. Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, if you look at the combination of what our show's going to look like next week, there's a good chance that multiple of us will miss it.
It's the summertime, baby.
Yeah, we'll get to that later on in the program. All right, we got a text on the old Davis Honda text line about Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts. If you missed it, our Football Guy Friday 5-pack. More pressure on them in 2026. Jalen Hurts or Nick Sirianni. Non-Hurts Eagle with the most pivotal 2026. You went Jalen Carter. I went Saquon Barkley. And the Eagle you're buying stock in is coming up in a second. But I want to go back to the Hurts-Sirianni conversation. What do we got on the Davis Honda text line?
Yeah, we have Mike in Turnersville checking in. He says, huge pressure on both. If they don't make the playoffs, they both are likely gone. Sirianni is gone for sure with no playoffs. If the offense struggles and O-line isn't good and blocking scheme doesn't work, then Nick is gone as well. Hurts likely just needs to make the playoffs. Oh, more pressure on the coach, though.
Yeah, I just don't see. I think we have overstated the amount of pressure on Syria. I think we have. I ultimately think this would be. I think he is now a part. And maybe I could be wrong about this by the end of next season. This is from the way the organization talks about him, the way that Howie Roseman. I remember him saying he's elite at so many things.
Yeah,
I think they view him as part of the core.
Yeah, but things change, Ray. And
They do.
Every single year, you're on the look for a new offensive coordinator. So how can you change that? You get an offensive coordinator that is also a head coach, and therefore he's not going to be looking to leave after a successful season.
And as a Mannion guy, this is music to my ears.
Okay,
you know?
but that's...
But I have to respect what Nick Sirianni's accomplished, especially if we want to talk about everything that Jalen Hurts has accomplished. Sirianni's accomplished it as his head coach.
Because you know darn well, Sean Mannion and this Eagles offense goes off. And look, I hope nobody rolls their eyes at that. Like, there's a very good chance that this is a top-notch offense with a healthy offensive line and Saquon Barkley running the football, mixing it in with, of course, the play-action pass and Jalen Hurts making some plays, Devontae Smith, like maybe a rookie steps up, Kai Lemon, whatever it may be. And this team wins another division. Sean Mannion is absolutely getting 5 phone calls, and he's probably going to get a head coaching job next year.
And good for Sean Mannion. That's
But
why
then
you got
here
Grizzard. That's why they went and stocked the cabinet full of
And
offensive coordinators.
Here we go again. How fair is that to number one?
If
not.
if the offense is good and they have the season that gets Sean Mannion a head coaching job, guess who's going to be one of the richest people ever to play the sport of football? That'll be fair to Jalen Hurts then.
Yeah.
And then he'll be back he won't be 17 on Fowler's list.
As a man who whines a lot, like I know my brand, it's amazing that Jalen never brings this up. Never talks about that. Think about how ridiculous
The fact that
is.
he's had multiple coordinators.
Every single
He's
year.
not mentioned that once.
Come on, man.
Keep the main thing the main thing.
I mean, yes, he's mentioned it once, I'm sure. However, it's not something that continues to come out of his mouth when things go
Right.
south.
Well, he's got the same 4 stock answers. I mean, that's his brand. It
But-
works for him.
Yeah, that's the way a quarterback should approach it.
Yeah.
That's how the greats did.
I'm grateful for the fact he does it.
Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, those guys didn't give you anything on the
Sure.
microphone.
Yeah, that's good.
That's the way you should approach it.
I mean, I'm not going
But
to.
being realistic about it, year after year after year, a new play caller, new system, new tweaks, new cadence like we just did.
Yes.
All of that is
I
new.
actually sent that audio over to Mannion. I was like, if you could use this for Hurts this year, I think this is what we're looking for offensively.
Hot!
All right, real quick. Eagle, you're buying stock in 2026 before we get to Brandley Gowton of Bleeding Green Nation coming up next.
You ready?
Yeah.
Easily, I'm buying a Jonathan Grenard stock all day long. We've already seen what he looks like at his best, Ray, a Pro Bowl edge rusher. Last season wasn't about anything talent-wise on the field. It was more so with injuries. Howie Roseman understood the assignment, needed to go out there and get a difference maker on the defense side of the ball. It is easily this dude, and I can't wait because not a lot of us know what he's capable of. Let's just be fair. We are football guys. We love football. We watch the Minnesota Vikings on Red Zone. Woo-hoo. No, this dude is an absolute beast. And when you watch the film and when you watch the tape, the X's and O's, this dude, you can't stop him. He's a bull rusher. He'll knock you over straight to the quarterback, one line, boom. Difference maker on defense, Jonathan Grenard buying all the stock today.
You're telling me that Scott Hansen didn't do a full breakdown of the Grenard tape in the middle of Red Zone? That didn't happen?
Not for Eagles fans, no.
I'm going Reek Woolen because I officially bought all of the media hype for him during OTAs. Every other story was about Reek Woolen and how impressive he was. this is going to either be one of the best pickups they've ever made, or Vic Fangio will hate him by the end of September. And I'm so intrigued to see which way it goes. We're going to talk about one of those guys that's written about him and that's down there getting ready, sure, for training camp. Brandon Gowton, our buddy from Bleeding Green Nation, coming up next. That's right here, Middays Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
On 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
It's Football Friday. I'm Sean Rodman, and this update's brought to you by the Macon Group. Visit MaconGroup.com. The Macon Group supports contractors with one of the largest PVF inventories, from pipe, valve, and fittings to trusted brands. Count on the Macon Group to help you stay on schedule. Visit MaconGroup.com today. And the Eagles are just 4 days away from reporting to training camp with their first practice on Wednesday. The Eagles will be going for its third straight division title, and earlier this week, ESPN's Adam Schefter told Kincade and Salciunas who could challenge the Eagles for the division.
You never know who's going to rise up in the division, but I really think that Dallas and the Giants both are potentially dangerous.
In our Football Friday schedule today, is Brandley Gowton of Bleeding Green Nation will join us next to talk about the Birds. Roy Burton from Broad Street Line will join us at 12:30 to talk some fantasy football. And former Eagles executive Ryan Pagnetti will join us at 1 o'clock. The Phils start their series tonight against the Yanks. Jesus Luzardo scheduled to get the start for the Phils tonight, and Cam Schlittler for the Yanks. First pitch is at 6:45. And this update's also brought to you by New Jersey Department of Health. Public Health works behind the scenes building a healthier future for everyone. One mission working for you. Learn more at nj.com/health. I'm Sean Rodman on the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
Imodium before we hopped on the boat.
Makes sense.
I'm an old man. What are you gonna do?
Hey, listen, I'm not.
I live
not
I live my life on the air. He still doesn't cut the grass, and I eat Imodium a lot. All right,
It's all right.
With that, I walked through Target. I texted my wife. I go, yo, got some nice Daisy Dukes up in here. Like Target got some. You want to see the text message? I did.
Oh, please. I don't doubt that for a second that you sent that
Got
text.
some good, like, nice short shorts. I'm like, and she's like, I'll have to check them out. I'm always there to help, Ray.
Hey, good on you, man.
Yeah,
you
like-
got to help out. What'd she say to that?
And she said she'll have to check them out, and she threw the smile emoji back.
Ah, there you go.
She's got a great butt, Ray. Stop. All right, I apologize. All right, I apologize. Having some fun at a football.
We'll see what Brandley Gout thinks of Target selection. We're not going to ask him about what we just talked about. From Bleeding Green Nation, our buddy, when we're going to have a football guy Friday, we're like, you know who we need to hit up? Brandley Gout. Not only
BLG.
is he a wonderful football mind, but we saw him at the Home Run Derby just a week and a half ago, which feels like it was a month ago at this point.
He's a sportsman.
He is a sportsman. BLG, LeBron cover the Sixers or what?
Absolutely not.
0%?
Zero. Indeed, I'll give you the guarantee 0% chance.
Damn.
We need like a 0%er shirt for BLG.
Dang. Yeah, you're right. He is. He's been correct with A.J. Brown, and unfortunately, he's probably going to be right here.
BLG, you got any Target T-shirts?
No, I was there yesterday, but I did not grab a T-shirt.
Yeah, the polos I really like. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what it is about them. They're cheap. They don't look that cheap. But
No, they got good
Yeah, they're good
brands.
stuff.
Really good brands over there. They're athletic gear. I kid you not. That's all I have is from, like, you know how Lululemon is crazy amount of money?
yeah.
You know, their brand is half the price, if that, even more, I would imagine. It's good stuff. Yeah.
Where's the best place for BLG to buy when it comes to any sort of
Well, I think it's
attire?
easy. He is a big dude, so he's got to go big and tall. Yeah, he's a...
Well, it's funny you say that, and it's almost like some of that stuff is almost too big for me
I
sometimes.
bet.
In terms of like the width, you know, the height is okay, but that is funny. So I'm kind of in a weird gap here where I go to the regular store, I think it's too small. I go to the big and tall, it's a little too big.
that gap year's been extended for you, too, unfortunately.
All right, let's roll into a Football Guy Friday. We're doing a 5-pack today, and we're starting out with what I feel like I've seen on every single national talking show. And pretty much, we've done it locally probably a million times as well. Into 2026, more pressure on the head coach or the quarterback.
I'm going to say the head coach, actually, from a standpoint of the quarterback is generally, you know, less expendable than a head coach is generally in the NFL. Specific circumstances can always change that, but I think in this situation, you know, I think the owner loves the quarterback, right? Like we hear that a lot, and he's ultimately the one who has the final say. Whereas, you know, the head coach, if things go really poorly this year, I think that's kind of the place they would start before the quarterback.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, BLG. And we talked a little bit about the contract and then where we're at. I just think when it comes to the ultimate question of who is it easier to replace, and unfortunately, like now it's going to sound like we're anti-Sirianni with our take on this, but that's just the reality. Also, BLG, tell me if you think that there should be more stock into this equation. If they do have a good offensive season, we know what happens. All of a sudden, Sean Mannion's going to be interviewing for jobs during the playoffs. We're going to be all outraged. And then most likely he's going to get a gig. He'll be a head coaching job. At what point does Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman say, you know what fixes that? If we make our offensive coordinator the head coach. Like, that has to start becoming into the equation. I get it. Winning cures all, and that's what Sirianni's trump card's going to be. But that's how you fix that issue, that problem. You make an offensive coordinator the head coach. Do you think there should be stock into that conversation?
It does feel like at some point, like, you know, how long are we going to go through the same pattern? You know, it is, in fairness, a really good pattern to go through in terms of what, like, they've done in terms of, like, either reach the Super Bowl or, you know, kind of disappointing first-round playoff exit. But, like, what you're talking about here, yeah, I mean, I think that's so – like under-discussed from a standpoint of everyone likes to talk about how many offensive coordinators Jalen has had. And that's true, but you just cannot count on offensive coordinator stability in the NFL. If I'm not mistaken, I think the longest tenured play-calling offensive coordinator, so, you know, not counting an offensive coordinator who is, you know, the one for a head coach who calls the plays, the longest play-calling offensive coordinator in the NFL in terms of tenure is from, like, 2025. Like that,
Wow.
you don't get offensive coordinators who stick around because either they're good and they get scooped up as a head coach, or like they have in Philadelphia, or they underwhelm and the team is firing them. So maybe at most, let's say like Mannion does a good job here. Maybe you get like one more season out of him, maybe, but like that's kind of your best case scenario. So I do agree that like it hurts when you don't have the head coach calling plays because of the continuity you would hope to have on offense.
Yeah, I'm looking at an article right now from The Athletic. 21 NFL teams changed offensive coordinators. That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot to keep going through that process. Now, I want to keep with my five-pack here. I'm going to keep rolling with you. I'm taking you to question 2. We're taking Jalen Hurts off the table for you, BLG. The Eagle entering the most pivotal 2026.
I mean, I really think it's Jalen Carter right here. We'll see what happens with him in terms of is he going to be out there next week practicing without a new deal? Does he get a new deal before then? Jalen Carter, like at his very best, can be, like, if not the best defender in the NFL, right up there, and can be incredibly impactful. I almost don't think he gets enough credit for how he saved the season when they won the Super Bowl a couple years ago, late in that game against the Rams, and he stepped up and that was the closest they were to losing in the playoffs at any point that year. The other games, they clearly just won pretty easily, pretty favorably. I think he has that potential to be this really, like one of the new stars, the next era of Eagles football moving forward. And they really need him to kind of get healthy, stay healthy, deliver on that promise, because if they do, even if they don't, they should still have a really good defense. But if he does, I mean, he could be this, total needle mover, dominant player who just helps them have a really strong, even stronger defense every single season.
Gut feel, quick follow-up for you on that one. The feel on whether or not he will be out there practicing come next week.
It's really, I don't want to sit on the fence here because that's no fun.
That's okay.
But it does really, it feels like it's not a slam dunk yes. And if that's the case, you kind of have to wonder, right? Like, he was not practicing in the spring, obviously. I think Nick Sirianni wouldn't get into why, which doesn't, if it was as simple as just like, oh, he's not healthy. Nick could have said that and really kind of shut down any speculation, but he didn't do that. So that's notable. I recall seeing Drew Rose in the house at the practices last year, some of them. I tend to think that he's not going to be 100% participating if he doesn't have a new contract.
All right, I'll keep with the 5-pack here then. I'm going to take you to the Eagle you're buying the most stock in here in 2026.
Ooh, that's a good question. You know what? I'm going to buy stock on Nolan Smith. How about that?
There you go.
I think the price is lower, if we're talking about stocks here. I think a lot of people are kind of like more in on Jalix Hunt, who I do think is very promising and made a huge leap from, year 1 to year 2 last year. I think it's possible he can make another year 2 to year 3 leap. But when it comes to Nolan Smith, he has a lot of pressure on him entering this season. I think we kind of forget just how good he was in 2024. He had a stretch there from basically when they had that, after that 2-2 start, basically through the Super Bowl where he got hurt in that game, where he was like one of the top sack producers in the NFL, like in that stretch. He was like really, really good, made impactful plays. And last year, I think it was kind of a lost year in terms of coming off of that injury. He never fully got right. They kind of had to shut him down a little bit during the season. And Nolan Smith, to me, looked like he added some weight this offseason when I got to see him in minicamp. And I think it's possible that he can kind of get back to some of that player we saw in 2024. And if he is, that would be a huge development for this pass rush.
Yeah, 12 games played last year, only 3 sacks, 6.5 that year before. I said Jonathan Grenard, BLG, is the guy I'm buying stock in. Again, it's from afar, having some fun on a Football Guy Friday. Your thoughts on Grenard and what your expectations and our expectations should be for him in season 1 here with the Eagles?
I think he might be one of the more underrated players in the NFL, like writ large, just from a standpoint of you look at this guy's pressure numbers and what he's been able to. I know his sack production was down a little bit last year, but he still had really good metrics that indicate he was getting close a lot of the time. So I don't think he fell off by any means in a way where he's just done. I think he had a little bit of a down year from the production, but you look at the years prior to that, it's pretty strong stuff. And he doesn't have kind of like the name power of some of these other top pass rushers, but he's getting paid like one. You certainly paid him, and that's for a reason. Again, you look at some of these pressure numbers, I think he can be a really impactful player, and also a really good addition to the locker room. He seems like a really good personality. Seems to have taken an interest in helping Felix Hunt and Nolan Smith, taking them under his wing there. So I think he's going to be a really nice addition to this team.
We're talking to Brandley Gouton of Bleeding Green Nation. I'll go down to number 4 for you. Biggest threat to the Eagles in the division?
Yeah, to me, it's the Dallas Cowboys. And, it sucks to say, right? I don't want to give the Cowboys any credit. But, I look at that offense. They're basically returning, a lot of these key players who they had last year when they were a really good offense. And the defense was terrible. And I don't know how much better it's going to be. I don't think it's going to suddenly be one of the best defenses in the NFL. I don't think it needs to be. I think they just need to not be disastrous. I think they kind of just need to be a, merely below average defense. And I think that team can win a lot of games. But just with their offense and the defense, Christian Parker, I think that was a really good hire for them. He did a great job with the Eagles. And they added some talent there. Caleb Downs, obviously, most notably. I think they're going to have a solid defense, and I think that offense is going to be really good, and they're going to push for the NFC East crown.
Yeah, I hate to be the guy who gives the Cowboys credit, too, but we've yet to get to that question. That will be my answer, and we'll get more to that coming up in the next couple of minutes here. My last one for you, again, BLG from Bleeding Green Nation. We'll go to the entire NFC at large. Everybody knows about the Rams. I'm sick and tired of hearing about the Rams at this point, so let's put them to the side. The NFC team that concerns you the most from the big picture in terms of contending to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, let's take out the Cowboys, I guess, too, I'm not really worried about them in the playoffs for sure. Even as much as I just said there,
Right.
You can't give them the benefit of the doubt in that situation. The Rams would be the answer as well. You're taking them off the board too.
Yep.
So we're not going to say them. It's boring to say the Seahawks, right? They just won the
Right.
Super Bowl. It's like maybe the defense takes a step back. The Sam Darnold maybe not going to be what he was last year. Certainly in the playoffs too, where he got hot. I'm talking it through, and I guess there's an obvious answer. Okay, here's one. How about the Lions? The Lions, I think, are going to be pretty good again. They have an easier schedule now. They actually finished 4th in the NFC North last year. That's how it worked out. So they have an easier schedule. I think they had the most players in that, recent ESPN piece where they, tried to get a gauge of all the top 10 players. I think the Lions, finished with the most players in that. They have a really talented roster. Do you believe in Jared Goff in the playoffs? Are you scared of him? Probably not. But they still have a lot of talent on that roster. I still like Dan Campbell. I think the division, they could take that right again. I don't think anyone, I'm not saying the Bears are so scary or the Packers are so scary and the Vikings don't really have a real quarterback to me. So I like the Lions.
BLG, you led me perfectly into where we're going after we hang up with you, and that is my pick as well with the NFC. The post-hype buy here for the Lions. The Lions are past the point where everyone's like, oh, yeah, that's a contender in the NFC, and that's when you buy. If we're talking about, you said with the stock question, buy low, I'm buying low on the Lions this year. That's your thought process right in line with mine.
I don't want to put a pin in your balloon here and pop it, but they are favored to win the division.
They are?
Yeah, they're favored.
Still?
Plus 180. Yeah.
Not your Bears?
No, there is no love for the Chicago Bears this year.
I assume you were going Bears here.
Yes, I am definitely going to go to Bears. I'm a Ben Johnson believer. But look, you can make the case for basically any one of those teams except for the Vikings.
Right.
But think about the coaching perspective in that division. And I know Dan Campbell's not everybody's cup of tea, but I like him. The players like him. LaFleur's unbelievable. Ben Johnson's the real deal. Of course, KOC. That's a really tough division to win. But, yeah, the Lions are favored right now, plus 180.
Wow. I did not anticipate that one.
Hey.
How about that?
Turn your microphone on. There you go.
Yeah. Well, BLG, we appreciate you taking the time joining us here on this Football Guy Friday. As we get into camp, you'll be hearing from us a lot. So get used to this one.
You the man, BLG.
Sounds good, guys. Take it easy.
Awesome.
Have a good one. Brandley Gouton of Bleeding Green Nation joining us.
Do you know the date that this bad boy gets kicked off, NFL season?
The NFL season.
Yes, opening night.
The Eagles play on the 13th.
Okay.
The 12th is Temple Penn State at the Link.
Oh!
How about that? I have my 4 tickets secured.
We got breaking news. Penn State just scored.
Not this year, baby. KC Keeler wins football games.
He does.
We will see you down at the Link.
How many points?
I'm taking them straight up.
Oh, get the hell out of here. Dude, if Temple beat Penn State.
What are you going to do?
Oh, here we go. We'll see.
Yeah.
I need to think this one through.
Right.
Temple
Another
ain't
rat
beating
tail
Penn
for
State.
this guy.
Temple ain't beating Penn State.
We will see you
Come
down at
on.
Lincoln Financial Field. Anyway, so the 12th, Temple, Penn State.
Yes.
The 11th would be Brazil game. The
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
12th would be Thursday Night Football, and we're opening up on a Wednesday this year because they're, assaulting our entire week. So that's going to be the 9th. September 9th is when this bad boy gets started. Am I right?
Give them the correct answer, please.
Right.
Yes. Nice work. We open up on Wednesday, September 9th. Nice work there. The Patriots and the Seahawks, where we were supposed to get that Diana Rossini interview. Remember?
Oh, man, yeah, it's the beginning of the day.
Yeah, right.
You get started Good Morning America that day.
Yeah, all the breaking news, all that.
Yeah, we'll find out at some point. All right, so the Lions are really the favorite to win the North.
That is
I'm
correct.
kind of shocked by that. I haven't looked at I'll be honest, I haven't started throwing any, ideas out there money-wise.
I think BLG brought up the 1 point. Schedule will be easier. They underperformed last year, no doubt. Dan Campbell's going to have them believing and hungrier than ever. Maybe they were smelling themselves a little bit last year. They only lost, correct me if I'm wrong, Montgomery, and other than that, they still have all the weapons. You got Goff in another season.
They went out and got a center because remember
Yep.
retired before last season.
That's correct. Of course, Hutch is back. Laporta is back. Yeah. There's reason that I could sit here and say that the Lions should be favored. Always, the Packers are going to get some love, so they're right next to them. But I still can't believe that the Chicago Bears and what we saw last year, and you come away saying that was a fluke. And it starts and ends with Ben Johnson. Like, this dude is one of the best offensive minds in the NFL. Point blank. That's it. So no matter what these teams do, you are always going to get a battle with the Chicago Bears. I think that this is a really good play, plus 305 to win the division. I mean, look, somebody's got to do it. We know how that works. I'm going to take the Bears, man.
The easiest schedule in football in 2026 belongs to?
Come on.
The Detroit Lions.
Really?
The Lions with the easiest schedule, all that firepower offensively. Whatever you want to say about Dan Campbell, I think we can point to the fact, hey, the team's been pretty good since he's been there.
Does it shock you I'm a Campbell guy?
Yeah, it doesn't shock me. I worked with a guy who wasn't a Campbell guy. He might be the lead host from 2 to 6. You can have that conversation with him. Yeah, I know. Captain Meathead doesn't like the Meathead. It's weird. But anyways, Campbell, I believe in him. I believe in the talent on that roster. If you do want to go back to that ESPN top 10 list, the Lions placed the most players on the top 10 list of any team in football. They had 9. The Eagles had 8. That was 1-2 for you. They've got the easiest schedule in football, and I believe they are very much capable of racking up the regular season wins necessary to make that trek go through Detroit.
Controlled environment at home games, all that plays.
If Goff ends up outside for a playoff game,
That's fair.
Anybody's business.
Yeah.
All right? Anybody's business on that one. If they're able to find that inside track, I think they're a contender. Can I say it? Your team, your town, your Detroit Lions.
Yes.
Contenders for the NFC.
And good.
That'd be my team outside the Rams.
I feel for the city of Detroit right now. You know why?
They're going to trade Scooble?
They're going to trade Scooble. Yep. And they lost Tobias Harris this offseason. I mean, that's a big deal for all things Detroit right now.
Yeah. What a great year for them, and LeBron's sweepstakes in the East have nothing to do with them.
I told Ray before the season or before the show started, do you know who's the hottest team in Major League Baseball since June 1? It's the Detroit Tigers.
Still under 500.
It's 4.5 games out, yet they're going to trade Scooble. They should. Are they? And Scooble's getting a start tonight. Maybe the Phillies.
Sorry, I want to get back on Marlins watch. Oh, yeah. Let's get to the Phillies deadline stuff coming up. We got a couple of things. Jim Salisbury with an absolute missile of a story that was on the Phillies show. I mean, this was scorcher for me because I had given up all of my hopes, all of my dreams. And he...
A potential target?
Resurrected my dreams in a big way.
A good player?
Yeah.
Substantial?
Substantial.
Whoa.
Yeah, we'll get to that coming up.
All right.
I want to play that audio for you coming next. Also, Bob Nightingale tossing a little something out there on the timeline today. I saw that from USA Today. So a couple of targets for the Phillies.
Bill checking in.
Yeah, of course.
Campbell is so overrated. Yeah. What? He's a leader of men, Bill.
It's only a leader of men if it's Sirianni. It's not a leader of men if it's Dan Campbell.
Guy's been there and done it. Parcells. Come on.
Our football guy 5-pack today. More pressure in 2026. Jalen Hurts or Nick Sirianni. The non-Jalen Hurts Eagle with the most pivotal 2026 coming up. The Eagle you're buying stock in ahead of 2026. Biggest threat to the Eagles in the NFC East. And outside of the Rams, who worries you the most in the NFC? Those are your 5 questions. You can get in on them at 610-632-0975. Coming up, we got deadline talk. And, oh, man, Jim Salisbury, thank you. Thank you for what you put out on the Phillies show. We'll play that for you and what Bob Nightingale had to say about a Phillies target. That's coming up next right here, Middays with Marks.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Still no decision from LeBron. I'm Sean Rodman, and ESPN's Shams Charania was on the Pat McAfee show yesterday on the latest with LeBron James.
Now that we're 20 days in, there's nothing left. The teams are the teams. The information's the information. LeBron has everything he needs to make a decision.
And, well, we're just waiting on that decision. We'll keep you updated on when LeBron makes that decision. The Eagles are 4 days away from reporting to training camp with their first practice on Wednesday. Phillies start their series tonight at home against the Yanks. Jesus Luzardo scheduled to get the start for the Phillies tonight, and Cam Schlittler for the Yankees. First pitch is at 6:45. And the Philadelphia Union are back in action tomorrow at home against the Seattle Sounders. You can listen to the game right here on the Fanatic. Kickoff is scheduled for 7:30. Roy Burton from the Broad Street Line will join us at 12:30 to talk some fantasy football, and former Eagles executive Ryan Paggianetti will join us at 1. This update's brought to you by New Jersey Department of Health. Public health works behind the scenes, building a healthier future for everyone. One mission working for you. Learn more at nj.com/health. I'm Sean Rodman on the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic.
times in my life I've been wondering why. Still somehow I believe we'd always survive. Now I'm not so sure.
I've become a Yacht Rock guy through this program, Sean Brace.
It's a great brand.
I went from, is this Yacht Rock to, I was just sitting on the beach last week, and when I popped in the earbuds, just a little Yacht Rock. Enjoying myself. Enjoying maybe a nice little orange stateside.
Yeah.
Drifting away.
Seagulls in the backdrop.
Reading the Roy McIlroy book.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Yeah.
That's right.
Maybe the whitest I've ever been.
That's great.
But, yeah, it was pretty great. Pretty great Yacht Rock. Also, the book's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. Again, I did not fully grasp the character of Rory. Like, the full show. Like, I was all for him winning the Masters. I was like, yeah, it's great. Guy wants to complete the career Grand Slam.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that we don't know, and it's the same thing with Tiger. The only reason why we found out about Tiger is because he got caught. Like, we don't know if Rory was in that world as far as womanizing and all that, but you have discovered that in the book.
I've discovered that he's had his fair share of romances. I mean, who among us hasn't? So,
yes, well,
it's nothing against the guy. He's just batting in a much higher league.
There's levels to this, as always, as I like to say. Yeah, we've had romances in our life, but
whoa, what do you got? Whoa! Give me breaking news here. Holy! This is Shams Charania. LeBron James is signing with the Philadelphia 76ers on a 2-year, $8 million deal with a player option. Clutch Sports has put this one out. This has just come across the timeline. LeBron James is a 76er. We got the news on a Friday, which we did not anticipate. We got the news that he's coming to Philadelphia after we had lost our belief that it was going to happen. Breaking. This is Shams Charania again, just coming down on Twitter. LeBron James is signing with the Philadelphia 76ers on a 2-year, $8 million deal with a player option. Clutch Sports and Clutch CEO and Game Over show host Rich Paul tells ESPN. Holy smokes.
So here's where we're at. Bottom line is this. As it continued to take time, there were many people out there that were starting to believe that, you know what, this is a better picture for the 76ers. The fact that it just was under the radar and nobody knew anything. Windhorst, your favorite insider, constantly telling us that nobody knows anything. Well, here we are. Nobody knew a damn thing. LeBron James is coming to the 76ers to compete for a 5th title because number one on that list, Ray, number one on that list, LeBron James is not here for fun. He's not here for golf. He wants to compete for a championship. This is a monster get by, again, Mike Gansey, Bob Myers, Josh Harris, everybody involved. Nick Nurse, everybody stepped up to the plate and got this done. This team was on life support just 2 months ago. Daryl Morey out. Gansey in, Bob Myers in, flipped the page and then some with Jaylen Brown, and because of that, that opened the door for LeBron James, and now he is coming to the 76ers, and the expectations are now through the roof, and I love when we have expectations. I got goosebumps. I'm ready to run through a wall. LeBron James is with the 76ers. I can't believe it has happened.
I can't believe we got it through Shams on a Friday. That's really where I can't believe. But, yeah, obviously I can't believe he's a 76er. Throughout this entire process, we have been very clear about one thing. If he was serious about cementing his legacy, if he was serious about winning, if he was serious about going and getting that title at the end of his career, hello, this was the place to be. Jaylen Brown, the trade for him, opened up this world of possibility for the 76ers. Mike Gansey, Bob Myers, take a bow for what you've done over the last few weeks. Like you said, it was an organization that we had sat here and even the night of Jaylen Brown's trade, they were doing Fanatic Rewind at night, and it was the rewind of you saying, I can't believe they're running it back. And you know what they did? They didn't run it back. They turned Paul George and 4 draft picks into Jaylen Brown, and in doing so, opened up a window to go out there and try and pursue LeBron James. Steve Gansey, take a bow, because you put that picture up that night they trade for Jaylen Brown of LeBron James and Mike Gansey, and sure enough, Here he is, a Philadelphia 76er. This team, you will show your respect to the New York Knicks for being the reigning champions, but this team has just elevated itself to the top of the Eastern Conference.
Oh,
We were talking about, hey, that starting five, you put Dean Wade, it looks nice. Dean Wade, you're going to be a great piece to come off the bench. Anthony Simons, a nice piece to come off the bench. You now have a starting five that features LeBron James, arguably one of the two greatest players of all time. I'm not going to get into that while we're sitting here celebrating the fact he's a Sixer. LeBron James, one of the greatest that's ever played. A guy who was amongst the top 6 in MVP voting a year ago in Jaylen Brown. An all-NBA level talent in Tyrese Maxey, one of the more promising young players in all the National Basketball Association, VJ Edgecombe, and oh, by the way, a guy that was MVP just a couple years ago in Joel Embiid.
the phone is just absolutely doing somersaults right now. We're going to have anybody and everybody on to discuss this at length. LeBron James is a Philadelphia 76er. This is unbelievable to have that starting five. And look, when it comes down to it, he really didn't know. He really didn't know. And I will also say this, credit to Adam Schefter, because he came out, and if you do the math, there is some realistic ties behind this. A couple weeks ago, he hops on the morning show in his regular spot, tells the boys, Kincade, Andrew, and Connor, he believes that LeBron is going to Miami. He was one of the very few that was saying Miami at that time. I think at that time it was more about Golden State and Cleveland more than anything. Then, all of a sudden, after he said that, Jaylen Brown was now flipped to the 76ers. That move triggered everything. That move, that's the difference. Jaylen Brown, LeBron James, VJ Edgecombe, who, oh, by the way, look out, Tyrese Maxey, and Joel Embiid. My friend, this is such a monster opportunity for you because you can go and close off your career with a championship and shut everybody up. Come on, baby. This is what it's all about. LeBron, at number one on his list, it was always about winning another title. Whether we want to get into the Jordan debate as far as getting 6, it doesn't matter. It's not about golf. It's not about having fun. It's not about, I'm sure there's a little bit of family into it as well. But him coming to the 76ers put the most pressure on him. Right? Now, the expectations are through the roof. This is a huge opportunity for LeBron to go and compete for a championship yet again because those Laker years kind of got lost.
Yeah, the end of the Laker tenure is marked by Luka getting there, the two of them not accomplishing what they wanted to by the end of it, and him clearly being on a different page with the Lakers by the end of it. But that doesn't matter at this point. He's moved on from there. And what the 76ers did, because it's not just the fact they've landed LeBron James. It's the fact they put themselves into this sweepstakes. If that tweet just came up and we were sitting here saying, hey, he actually went to Cleveland or he went to Miami, the Warriors, the cope that we would have had would have been, hey, 2 weeks ago, that would be understating how long this took. But a couple weeks ago, this was not an organization in the place to land a LeBron James. This was an organization where we were talking about, well, what does it look like with the guy in their 30s on these contracts that don't look movable? You make the move for Jaylen Brown, and it goes back to the biggest thing for me is what a godsend Mike Gansey, Bob Myers, the brain trust they've put together at the top have been for this organization so far. Because you look at the depth they've been able to build and bringing in Wade Simons. They obviously made the deal to bring Jaylen Brown, which was the headline of this offseason until they got into the LeBron sweepstakes. And now you put all 5 of them together in Maxey, VJ, Jaylen Brown, LeBron James, and Joel Embiid. And man, hello. Welcome into title contention in Philadelphia.
Well, on that note, DraftKings Sportsbook constantly flipping right now. Sixers were 11-1 coming into today, as low as plus 750, back up past the Knicks now at 10-1, plus 1,000 for the people out there that don't speak that language. At the end of the day, this changes everything for this franchise. This is now, like I said, expectations are for a championship.
Yep.
We are back in the championship conversation, and it's been a few seasons since we can really look each other in the eye and believe when we say that.
So we have to go back through everything we said we would do if LeBron James came to Philadelphia, because I am now signed up for an hour-long program every weekend praising the glory of LeBron James.
I have to get a tattoo.
You have to get a tattoo. You have to get the witness tattoo.
I got to get a witness tattoo.
Wow. Oh, man, I was just thinking about all the work I had to do. We got to get a tattoo artist up in here. Sean Brace has to get a tattoo. Witness, baby. He's the GOAT.
James is a 76er.
He's the GOAT.
Let's go.
Oh, where's the witness tattoo going, Sean Brace? Where's it going?
Wow. This ain't about me. This is about us. The Sixer fans that have been fighting for this team to do something, to be something different that they haven't been over the past few seasons. Can't get out of the second round. Who's playing? All that. We have LeBron now. LeBron is a part of the equation. Insanity, Ray. Please tell me we're not taking any breaks right now. We are
no,
rolling
absolutely not. We're rolling.
Well, I see Sam's on the line because I know he's going to be able to give us a little insight, because that's honestly what it comes down to now, Ray, is like, okay, there's a lot of mouths to feed. I know people are a little concerned about everything, but at the end of the day, we're talking about a guy who's been there and done that, and you just think about what that's going to do for somebody like VJ, for somebody like Tyrese Maxey, who have so many years left in their career. VJ's a freaking was a rookie this past season.
Yeah.
Like, just think about what they're going to get from playing beside LeBron James.
And we have heard from LeBron James. LeBron James has tweeted. This is in the last 10 minutes, LeBron at King James on the old Bird app. I thought I was done when the season ended. I wasn't ready to announce it, and I knew I needed some time to really decide, but I was pretty sure I played my last game. I was honest at that last press conference when I said I needed to look at myself and decide if I still love this game. I still truly love this game, and I have more to give. The last few weeks have been really special. I've never been able to have no clue what to do and take real time to just think. I have an incredible few months with all the people I love trying to figure it all out. This is my last decision. I'm not going for money. I'm not going for family. What am I really playing for at this point? I still want to sacrifice. I still want to work. I still want to grind. I still want to compete, to win, and to have a chance at feeling of winning another championship. I believe I can help make the Philadelphia 76ers a championship team, and I am so excited to energize a new fan base and start this incredible journey one last time. Thank you, LA. Miami, I'll forever love, and Northeast Ohio will always be home.
LeBron pushed the Lakers hat to the side, the Miami Heat hat to the side, the Cavs hat to the side, the Nuggets and the T-Wolves hat to the side, and he picked up the Philadelphia 76ers cap and popped it on the head. I'm coming to Philly.
I feel like this is an out-of-body experience right now.
It really is.
I don't even feel like I'm living in this moment. I can't believe that LeBron James, we are going to all be able to rock, and they better bring back the Iverson-era jerseys for another season. I don't care. 26th anniversary, be damned. Give me the LeBron James 01 throwback uniform. You know how insane that's going to sell in the next 24 hours? And if you're out there bootlegging them, probably someone's going to be selling them already. Like, holy smokes.
I'm so happy that LeBron came out with that comment, so this way we can start to connect the dots a little bit more. He was thinking about retiring.
He wanted to be convinced. This is where I started this process. This is where I will continue to be for this process. LeBron James wanted to be convinced not to go back to Cleveland and not wrap it with the storybook ending. The Miami Heat make the move. They land Giannis. They wanted to land one more plane. The 76ers got in on this business with the Jaylen Brown deal. LeBron James wanted to win one more championship. He wanted to see where the best place was. Otherwise, he might say that he's convinced that he was going to retire, that he was ready to go call it. I feel like he wanted to make the swan song, wanted to make one last stop. And this might not be his last stop, but this is his last best chance at competing. And he realized it was Philadelphia. I said it when I was in with Unfiltered the day that you guys were breaking down, like when we thought LeBron really might be here. 8 years ago, I was disappointed in the Sixers for not being in on LeBron, not being able to land LeBron. I would have been disappointed in LeBron if he made another decision. This decision, I'm obviously not disappointed in because he's going to the place where he has the best chance to win a championship.
It's been a long time, Ray. It's been a long time since this team has been in consideration for a championship, right? Like, we've always been trying to connect and put the pieces together, and maybe Joel can lead us into the playoffs. 43-year championship drought for the 76ers. And look, the big thing is this. We know the type of player that LeBron is, but everything else that comes with him, as he said in that statement, this is so exciting on so many levels. This team is going to be one of the better teams in the league, bar none. We know that, but just the growth and the experience that these guys are going to get when you hand over the baton years to come to guys like VJ and Tyrese. Unbelievable get. I can't say it loud enough for guys like Bob Myers and Mike Gansey. Like, those are the two guys that were able to convince him to say, you know what? The place you need to come is where you're going to get the most pressure. This is going to be tough, LeBron. We're a tough fan base. We're going to expect greatness from day one. But, man, this is going to be incredible. What a ride we are about to be on. It just starts now.
Oh, what a world.
Like, just think about this. Yeah, it's always Eagles football season, understood.
It's a Forget Football Friday right now, Sean Brace. Take the show sheet, rip it.
There it is.
We appreciate all you that were supposed to join us today.
That's it.
Now it's you and the phone lines at 610-632-0975. LeBron James is a 76er.
Woo!
That is a real statement. That is the truth. I can't believe it, and we're going to continue to react with you. I want to go to our guy on the line, Sam Ostry from Front Office Sports, who's been with us through this entire journey, breaking it down. And if you remember, we did the live show after the Jaylen Brown trade, and we were sitting there, and at the end of the show, you said, you have one more thing for me, and it's the best stage thing I'll ever have in my life. Because I was like, yeah, one more. LeBron. Before we got the Tony Jones story, before that, I was just pining for LeBron because I was like, yeah, why not? Throw it out.
You did.
Man.
We went live last night, and Sam, to his credit, said, hold up. Like, nothing's changed. Again, we need to remember what everybody says. Nobody knows nothing.
Now we know. Now we know. Sam Ostry joining us right now. Sam, you're on now. Ooh, there we go. Love the phones to work at this moment. Sam Ostry, you were supposed to be on 97.5 The Fanatic. But if I can get some help from anyone behind the scenes on actually getting him potted up onto the air, that would be fantastic. Because LeBron James is a 76er. And we're looking to react and make something happen here because LeBron James is a 76er. We've got the news within the last 15 minutes here. Shams Charania had put out. I'm surprised it was Shams I was able to break that one, to be honest with you. I thought we would get more control from LeBron James on the actual statement. He did get a tweet afterwards, but
you know, one hand washes the other, scratch each other's back, that type deal. Or you got to give credit where credit is due, and Shams being able to work his resources and his connections to get, the information. And, oh, by the way, we were wondering. We were taking odds on how and who was going to break this news, and Shams gets the credit there.
Shams gets it done. Sam Ostry join us on the line right now to react to the news. LeBron James, a 76er. Sam, your first thoughts.
Unbelievable. I mean, it's hard to even imagine LeBron James walking the streets of Philadelphia every single day. He is now the greatest athlete who has ever played and will ever play in Philadelphia. And maybe not at this point of his career, but in terms of the totality of his career, it's unbelievable. You know, we thought and we knew the Sixers were in the mix, but I think all of us in the back of our minds didn't really believe it. But we went live on the Fanatics YouTube last night, and one thing I was telling Brace is the longer this decision drags out, it actually makes me think that's a better thing for the Sixers because of the fact that that's a hard decision. I mean, you read the tweet, Ray. His tweet is, this isn't about my family. Like, his family is probably not moving to Philadelphia with him. This isn't about the money. He's going to be on a veteran's minimum signing. This is about winning a fifth ring. And this is the Sixers are the best chance to do that. So just, it's hard to even process right now the fact that LeBron James is a 76er, but it's true, and it's a 2-year deal. It's not a 1-year deal. He's not just playing for one more season. It's a 2-year deal.
This is the greatest bargain in NBA history. LeBron James on a veteran minimum. You're paying $4 million for LeBron James. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills right now.
We are. This is something we've never seen before, and I know that people are going to bring up the Moses move, and of course Pete Rose, and then getting over the top. We could even bring it to modern day, whether it's AJ Brown making that move. Like, this is on another level.
There has never been the star power level that you just watched happen right here.
That's correct.
You've never had a star enter town at this height of just popularity. Obviously, he's not LeBron James from 2012, but the star that has just walked in here, you've never seen it before.
It's hard to really fathom, but we really have to give credit to the top of the Sixers organization. And believe it or not, that starts with Josh Harris. And as much as people don't love to give Josh Harris any credit, you have to hire the people of the best relationships in this league. It's not about the analytics and all that stuff that Daryl Morey was known as a wizard for. That's how the Knicks just built a championship, by hiring Leon Rose, who has incredible relationships. By bringing in Bob Myers, and then Bob Myers bringing in Mike Gansey, who a lot of people call a Bob Myers clone. You have to hire the people who have the best relationships in the league. And that's what got this done. Bob Myers has an incredible relationship with Rich Paul, who was courtside for a ton of Sixers games watching his client Tyrese Maxey, who has a great relationship with LeBron James. Mike Gansey goes back years and years to Ohio basketball with LeBron James. Relationships are everything, and the top of this organization just brought in one of the greatest players in the history of basketball because of all the relationships they've built up over decades.
It's amazing, Sam, and I'm sure you guys are going to have some sort of breakdown coming on this weekend. You, Sean Bray, Sean Bernard doing a great job.
Tonight.
Tonight? All right. You guys going live tonight. Look forward to that. Thanks for popping on with us real quick as we continue to react to LeBron signing with the 76ers.
Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you.
You the man.
Sam Ostry, Front Office Sports. I mean, come on. I'm surprised we haven't played it yet. Man,
Excited.
he is a 76er, LeBron James. I got to find that kid.
Are you kidding me?
I think this is a good time to remind the people that, yeah, your team, your town, your 76ers are contenders for an NBA championship. It's as simple as that. And, oh, by the way, we are the flagship station right here, 97.5 The Fanatic. LeBron James coming to Philadelphia. Let's go.
Oh, we're reacting with you all day. The news at noon, to hell with it. It's not happening at next. We're not going to have that.
All gone.
We will talk to Sixers Adam coming up at 12:30. Get a little reaction from him on the deal going down and what's next for the 76ers. I mean, contention. That's what it is.
This is for the people right now, Ray.
Oh, next segment's all about you guys at 610-632-0975. You've heard our reaction. Welcome. Contenders in the East. Give the Knicks their respect.
No.
But at the top of the Eastern Conference, hello.
Your reign
the 76ers are here.
Your reign on top. We're short like Leprechaun, New York. Stay up there. You ain't coming down here no more.
We're taking over the Garden. We're coming for you next.
Let's go.
76ers have landed LeBron James. The reaction continues all day long here on The Fanatic. I saw Billy dancing around Unfiltered. They'll be fired up at 2. But we got you for 2 more here on Middays with Marks as LeBron James is a 76er.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
LeBron James is a Philadelphia 76er. I'm Sean Rodman, and this update's brought to you by Morgenstern Medical. Losing your hair and wish you could do something about it? Call the trusted team at Morgenstern Medical, because where you go matters. Call 610-830-HAIR. LeBron James is reportedly signing a 2-year deal worth $8 million, according to ESPN's Shams Charania, with the Philadelphia 76ers. LeBron James posted on his X account confirming he will be joining the Sixers. In his post, he says, quote, "I believe I can help make Philadelphia 76ers a championship team, and I am excited to energize a new fan base and start this incredible journey one last time." Well, LeBron, I think you're going to do just that. And, well, the Phillies, they're going to be back in action later today as well. Jesus Luzardo scheduled to get the start as they start their series against the Yankees. First pitch will be at 6:45. And this update's also brought to you by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has led inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more at crohnsandcolitisfoundation.org. I'm Sean Rodman on the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
James, baby. Just like the recruiting pursuits of the Cavaliers, the Miami Heat, the Golden State Warriors, and the Minnesota Timberwolves, as well as every other NBA team that's not the 76ers.
Nightmare. It's a nightmare for everybody except us here in this city. Everybody. They wanted to see him go back to Miami. Who cares? They wanted to see him go back to Cleveland. Nobody wanted to see him come to Philadelphia to compete with this roster, this team. Don't sleep on Joel Embiid. Do not do that. Don't disrespect the big man, how great he is. Every single time he would take the floor healthy, you know darn well he's one of the best players on that floor.
And while we're talking about the other guys of this team, Tyrese Maxey, the connection through Clutch Sports that has very much been evident throughout this entire process. Shout out to him. And the leadership he's displayed this offseason. And, hey, when Jaylen Brown got here, who's on the phone? Who's talking with him? When they drafted Philon, who's talking with him? And, oh, by the way, for the last couple weeks, while this entire process has been happening, LeBron James' little brother, as he calls him, has been reaching out and trying to make this happen. Shout out Tyrese.
Shout out all of them, right? We'll find out who was really able to get through to him. I believe the fact that Philly fans were really loud in the timeline had to help. The conversations, floating it out there. Fanatics Fest, everybody going nuts when he said trust the process. Wink, wink.
Year 76, baby.
In one offseason, not even one offseason, in a matter of 2 months, Gansey and Bob Myers were able to get Jaylen Brown and LeBron James. What world are we in right now for the 70s? Where am I, Ray? I honestly don't know what is happening right now. I'm floating.
We're living in, all of a sudden, the brightest possible timeline. What a world.
How exciting is this? These fans are going absolutely crazy right now, and rightfully so. We've been there and done it with this team, with this franchise for years. It's a new day.
Hey, Matt Cord, I want to hear the intro. No pressure, buddy.
Yeah.
No pressure. But, man, that starting five, and we're going to get to all your phone calls here at 610-632-0975. Reaction. Davis on the text line. Want your voice memos, name, location, occupation. Tell us how you're feeling about LeBron James. We'll be playing a compilation of those coming up later on in the show. We are reacting with you. We are attempting to find one Johnny Marks right now. We are attempting to find John Marks. It's the final day of his vacation. We thought he was going to slip through and be able to be back to break down the news. We're going to try and get Johnny Marks on Zoom, hopefully from some beach. We'll find a way to get Johnny Marks on the air to react to it with you. LeBron James is a 76er. Let's get ourselves to the phone lines. Let's go out to Northeast Philly and talk with Floyd. Floyd, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Sixers.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Listen, as I told the guy, right? I wore my Sixers gear today. I'm in a Sixers hat. I'm in a Sixers shirt. I just woke up today feeling it. You know what I mean? One of my employees is a Heat fan, and I was running his mouth all week, and I'm like, he's not going to Miami. So, like, right now, all I need to know is what number jerseys he's going to rock, because I need to get online and buy that, because this is legendary. The only Sixers jersey I have is Aaron McKee, Mr. Philadelphia, North Philly, Grass owned, and now this is going to be my second purchase. I got to get a LeBron jersey. And we got the Eagles on top. The Flyers are doing their thing. They're coming out positive. The only blight we got right now is the darn Phillies. But even that can't stop the mood right now.
That can't stop the mood.
If you're in Philly right now, you need to turn up. I don't care where you are. I done pulled over on the road. I'm screaming at people. I'm showing my Sixers hat to people as I drive down the street. And listen, this is like Christmas. You know what I mean?
This is
Christmas. This is Christmas.
I got 3 boys, and this is like I got 3 sons and a wife, and this is like almost like my wedding day and having my 3 boys. Like,
yeah, let's rank them. Floyd, we won't tell the missus on this one. Rank the days of your life. Wedding day, birth of your sons, LeBron James signs.
Right there. You know what I mean? All in the same category right there.
All right, well, if you had to make a Mount Rushmore, because those are 5 days, which day are you leaving off?
Ooh. The baby, because he's a brat.
There you go. Look, man, you're talking about a guy in LeBron James who played at such a high level for the Lakers last year. Do not sleep on that. Missed some games to start the season. We talked a little bit about it last night. Myself, Sean Bedard, and Sam Ostry on the live video. It's still hitting because those guys were trying to instill the belief that, hey, look, as this drags on, Sam told us just now that he feels like that's a positive for the Sixers. I was unable to get there just because of the exhaustion. I felt like we reached that the expiration of like, hey, let's go, the enthusiasm. But in the back of my mind, it was never, I don't want LeBron.
Right.
It was like, I just want this decision, pen to paper, give it to us so we can go ahead and move on. I want to talk about the X's. I want to talk about, jerseys and schedules and all that. Let's get into the brass taxes of it. But all in all, it comes back to the fact of this caliber of player at this time of his career. He averaged last year, think about this productivity for the Lakers, 20.9 points, 7.2 assists, 6.1 rebounds, steal plus blocks, still doing it at a high level. Yes, he's 41, but this is a different cat, Ray. This is a different dude.
And you're not asking him to be a 30-point guy. You're not even asking him to be a 25-point guy. Look at all the options you have. The one thing when you look at this Sixers roster right now, the one thing I still had a lot of questions about when you have Maxey, when you have Jaylen Brown, Embiid, it's like, all right, who's going to be the decision maker on the floor? Who's the playmaker here? All these guys can make plays. All these guys can score. They can get theirs. But who's the guy that's opening things up? Who's the guy that's distributing the basketball for this team? That was the biggest question mark for me. Because as much as Tyrese Maxey's made strides in that, I don't see him as a pure point guard. BJ Edgecup's a second-year guy. Are we asking on a championship contending team for him to step in, be point VJ, and be the guy distributing here? Jaylen Brown, one of the big knocks on his game. The reason we've had the conversation about, analytically he's not valued for this. He creates for himself. Never been a guy that really creates a ton for his teammates. Okay, what you brought in now is a guy that has maybe the highest basketball IQ we have ever seen, and he's going to be able to distribute, run the show for you. That's the biggest thing for me. When you look at the basketball fit here, his ability to run the show with so many different premier options, it's almost sickening to think about, okay, who are you going to try and stop night in and night out? That's the fit that you have with LeBron James. That's the reason why I was so excited to get this guy at 41, because no, you're not getting Heatles LeBron. No, you're not getting I came back from down 3-1 LeBron. But you're getting LeBron James that still thinks the game at an elite level and can still distribute the basketball at an elite level.
You nailed it. And exactly what was going through his mind, this whole process of like, wait a minute, if I'm coming back, the fact that people are trying to sell us on golf and he wanted to be happy.
Aronimink rocks, man.
I get it, but at the end of the day, he's only about championships. So it's LeBron James. Come on, it was death taxes in the NBA Finals for him for how many years? With the Cleveland Cavaliers, and of course the Lakers, or not the Lakers, the Miami Heat, and even with the Lakers getting back to the championship, getting back to the promised land bubble, albeit. But still, we know what this guy is capable of. Also, let me just fast forward and hit this to you too as well. We know the history of Joel Embiid. Like, we know that he's not going to play 70 games. Mm-hmm. That's fine. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to now. Now, if you look at the record of Joel Embiid when he doesn't play for the Sixers, we're going to lose, 7 out of 10 times? Just look at the history of that, right? When he's in the lineup versus when he's not in the lineup. Now, without him in the lineup, you still got Jalen. You still got Tyrese. You got VJ growing into his own. Yep. And LeBron James. Oh, by the way, the depth, as you already pointed out. Wade to the bench. Philon to the bench. Like, there is some really good depth all of a sudden, snapping of fingers, with LeBron James coming to the Sixers.
Yeah, because Dean Wade, who you thought was going to be your starting four, guess what? He's now off the bench. Like that is what you're setting yourself up for. Oh, I see a special guy walking through the hallways here. I saw him when I was getting coffee this morning. Give us the mic for Matt Cord. Matt Cord walking into the building right now.
Right there, Matt, please.
Matty.
Yeah, Mike 3.
Yeah,
Let's
get Mike 3 up for Matt Cord. Matt Cord in the building. Are we going to get the LeBron James intro right here? If you had opening night, LeBron James, a 76er.
Well, great to see you guys.
Oh, it's great to see you. How you feeling?
Ray and I were chatting about an hour ago.
I can't believe it, dude.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
So I got a text from Billy King. I'm friends with Billy, right?
Sure.
He texted me like an hour ago. He goes, I was wrong. I'm like, about what? He goes, LeBron. Because he told me that he thought LeBron was going to go to a city where he could golf in December and January. And that would either be Golden State or Miami. He goes, he loves to golf. That's his thing now. He would love to come to Philly, but you can't golf here. And then he texted me. I was wrong. I'm like, he goes, wait, you'll find out.
Wow.
Yeah, and then the phone just blew up.
Yep. It's basically how we found out as well, right? Hit the timeline. Ray's face just turned red.
I couldn't believe it.
And it wasn't something that I said.
What are the particulars? A 2-year deal?
$8 million.
$8 million a year or $8 million for 2 years?
For 2 years.
That's crazy.
Unbelievable.
Batman.
It's the craziest value in the NBA that's ever seen before.
Yeah.
So naturally.
And with all love and respect to Billy, that's the big thing. And Matt, like he's not the only one that was saying that. But this is LeBron James. He is about championships. Winning a title. And all of a sudden, snap of the fingers, Matt, in literally 2 months, the 76ers are now contenders for a championship. Unbelievable.
Well, I was just telling Casey Boy, like, when we go on the road now, we're the biggest draw in the NBA on the road. Like, every city is going to be Sixer fans.
Yep.
Take that, Knicks.
Yeah. No, yeah, you ain't coming down here now getting those tickets.
No.
New sheriff in town.
Not at
Season
all.
tickets just became a lot more valuable.
Yes,
And
they did.
The biggest signing in the history of Philadelphia sports? Free
Star
agents?
power wise.
Absolutely.
Not even close,
like,
right?
in the moment.
Who would be second? T.O.?
Yeah, T.O.'s
Like
got to be
T.O.
up there. Of course, we
Maybe
talked
Moses if you go
Yeah,
way
right,
back.
Moses was the one we threw out there earlier in the week.
Pete Rose and oh, by
Pete
the way,
Rose.
those turned into championships.
Right.
So here we are now. The
Right.
base has been set. Now we know what's next, and that's another thing, another element to this, because the most pressure, bar none, out of all the options that LeBron had to choose from, it's right here in Philly.
Yeah.
And he's staring it right down the barrel, and he's saying, you know what? I want that. At 41 years of age, he's saying, I want to play for Philadelphia. It's no secret how we operate here. Every time somebody has an opportunity to say something about us, they do. They do. And now LeBron James says, I want that.
Now,
Unbelievable.
I have to sit here and talk for Sixer fans here, because after this happened, I got a lot of texts. I saw the YouTube comments, especially now that you're sitting there, Matt Cord. They're saying there's one more recruiting job that needs to be done by the 76ers. They're saying, hey, listen, you convinced LeBron. He was saying he might be done. He tweeted that he might have retired, but he's decided he's going to continue his career. What's the recruiting job now for Matt Cord to try and get him back on the mic?
Well, not to compare myself, but didn't Tom Brady retire and come back?
That's right.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. We're throwing that out there right now.
Michael Jordan retire and come back, or go to baseball and come back?
That's right. Yes, he
Yeah.
did.
All right.
Do it. You can do it.
I actually have to go back to my other job.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm playing a nice long block of Billy Idol right now.
Okay.
All right.
Can we get one?
At 6'9" from St. Vincent, St. Mary's, number 23, LeBron James. James. Yeah!
Oh, man. Now it's real.
Love you guys.
Now it's real. Love you, Matty. Oh, that was what I needed. Oh, man. Great to talk to you, Matt Cord. We're going to continue that recruiting pitch. We're going to continue. We're going to get it back. That's the plan. That's the plan for the rest of the way. LeBron James is 76er. Let's go back to the phone lines.
It's real.
Oh, let's go talk to our buddy James out in Northeast Philly. James, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Gentlemen, LeBron James is a 76er. I don't think I could be more happy as a Sixers fan after beating Boston in the first round. We're going to look back and laugh at that moment when we're walking down Broad Street with red and blue. This come, I guess that would be in May or June. I am so excited. LeBron James has been one of my favorite players for a long time. Obviously, there's the flopping, allegations, whatever. Everybody does that, you know. Even Jaylen Brown does that sometimes. But he is a model citizen. LeBron James has never had a scandal. He's never had a huge career-altering injury. He's a great father, married his high school sweetheart. He is exactly what the team needed this year. We look back at that first round, you know, the Flyers too. And they lose after this in the second round, and it's like, okay, that was fine, you know. It'll be good next year. If we don't win a championship, it is a failure of a season. That is how Philadelphia sports should be. That's how LeBron James feels. This man is meant for Philadelphia, and I could not be more excited.
Well said. Well said. And I've already put out there the expectations. So, James, you're not wrong. But I'm not in any mood to be talking about what is a disappointment or anything like that. There is zero of that today. Right here, right now. It is just, it's Christmas in July, Ray. It really
is. It really is. I mean, Christmas in July, the gift of Matt Cord coming in, giving us the introduction. What he was saying there about contention, he's right about the contention. He's right about adding LeBron James to this team, what James in Northeast Philly just said to us there. And yes, we're going to get to, all right, well, now the expectation is this. But he mentioned that first round series. Think about this. You know, the fun that we had with you having the rat tail, you guys coming in blue and all that. The 76ers got down 3-1. And game 4 was so devastatingly ugly. It was a horrible, horrible basketball game. They're down 3-1. They're going back to Boston. In that moment, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are about to beat the 76ers again. Move on to the playoffs. They'll get the Knicks in the next round. The 76ers dug down and won 3 games. And as much as we hate what happened against the Knicks, they don't win those 3 games. Do they break up Brown and Tatum?
It's a good question.
Do they, like, at that point, is there that breakup of those two of them? Because they might not. Them coming back and winning that series made it very obvious that the end of this was going to come. Brown goes on the stream. There was all that dialogue in the media of what the relationship was like between the two guys, how the organization viewed Brown at that point. If that doesn't happen, if the 76ers don't find a way to come back and win that series, think about the downturn effect that it's had on us. That 3-1 comeback, ultimately it led to nothing with them losing to the Knicks, but it did lead to something in the way this offseason's played out.
Oh, the butterfly effect is just it. Yeah, we can even go down the path of even farther, right? Like literally, LeBron James is coming right now to complete the process. Think about that for a second, right? You think about and oh, by the way,
Rich Paul told us it was negative.
And you revisit the process and you say, okay, the process was when you get these star players to come in, and then you're going to attract other star players to come in. Joel Embiid's still here, like. Everything is starting to connect. And yes, like put the tinfoil hat away because this is the reality of the situation right now. LeBron James is a 76er. He is coming here to compete for a 5th ring, a championship. Yeah, that last caller brought it up. He was right. I don't want to hear it today. But
Monday.
We can talk
about the show sheet.
There you go. Back to the show sheet.
Now they have to go win a title. You know what they have right now? They did it a couple hours ago.
LeBron James.
LeBron freaking James.
All I'm going to say is this, and it's what I've been saying behind the scenes. It's an automatic trip to the NBA Finals, and I won't back off that. It's an automatic trip. So
Monday.
June 3rd, get ready, 2027.
Well, I just looked at next summer, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm slotted out. I cannot take a vacation until this. Because this year, I remember I was going to Jamaica during the finals. I felt pretty comfortable about making those reservations.
There is no off nights for anybody here at this radio station, being the flagship station of the 76ers. Things have just changed drastically for everybody involved. We are going to be all over this. LeBron James is now in Philly.
Oh, man. All right, let's keep it rolling on the phone lines here. Somebody that I know is thrilled right now. This man is there through thick and thin for this team. Karate Mark on the line. Karate Mark, how are you doing today?
Let's leap and go! Woo! Ray, Sean, I'm glad I was on hold for a while because I've been shaking. My wife and I were hugging, jumping, crying together.
I believe it.
Just an hour ago.
I believe it.
This is last we spoke. I said this happens. We are in Mecca. Welcome to Mecca, gentlemen. We are the centerpiece of the sports world. There is no bigger place in the world right now than Philadelphia. Say it for me, everybody. We are number one. We're going to the finals. Oh, my God. Do me just one more favor, please. Do me one favor. Play my song. Play my song! Let's go!
Oh, Karate Mark. I cannot wait to see you down there at the arena this year. That's a man that's been through it, too.
You know, the majority of Sixer fans that I know, we all have been there.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe the process tanking years were tough for some, and maybe we were able to put it behind us in the rear view. Some weren't, whatever. But at the end of the day, you had guys like Joel Embiid. You had some winning seasons. Oh, by the way, they were number one as far as the seed is concerned. Like, there were winning seasons. So there were times that you believed, but maybe needed a little convincing. This roster currently constructed, there's no convincing. You just got to believe that this is where we're at right now. The vision of Gansey and Bob Myers, putting all the pieces together with the championship coach and Nick Nurse. Let's not lose sight of that. This is the
Happy birthday, Nick Nurse, by the way. You ever got a better birthday gift than this?
Are you kidding me?
I was just about to say that.
It's his birthday today?
It's Nick Nurse's birthday today. Happy birthday, Coach.
Dude, it's
time to get in the lab.
I got goosebumps. It's divine intervention. Like, this is just... And from, I want to put this out there. Some of the things you did here behind the scenes that weren't reported was that Nick Nurse was questioning whether or not LeBron James would be a good fit. Believe it or not, that was said.
He's going to make it a good fit.
Oh, it's a fit. Like a glove, Ray.
Oh, man. All right, real quick, I want to get, because he's our guy, and I'm assuming he's going to be live with you tonight at 8 o'clock.
We're figuring it out. I don't think we're doing tonight. I think we're doing right after the show. We're going to figure this out like 4 o'clock. Whatever.
All right, sounds good. Well, Sean Bernard, our guy, been hanging out with us, Crossing Broad. You know him, loving Sixers coverage. Sean, give me 60 seconds on what you just witnessed happen.
Yeah, start planning those parade routes, fella, and Bray start planning that tattoo, because LeBron James is a member of the Sixers, man. The utmost respect for him hopping in the pressure cooker, wanting to win one more, taking on everything that comes with Philadelphia, and this is the best damn team in the NBA, man. Look at this roster 1 through 5. Look at the bench you to compare it. I'm fired up. This Sixers team is back on. Trust the process forever.
Oh, man. I just can't believe from the conversations we were having, when you were hopping on to the live stream the night that Jaylen Brown got traded on your honeymoon to where we're at right now about LeBron James. The fact that we were talking about him as a 76er, you said it, best team in the NBA. The fit that he is on this roster, what do you love about that?
Yeah, he just fits every hole that they had. That rebounding was still a major concern to me. He's going to be the de facto power forward for this team. He can be the small ball center in the opportunities where Joel Embiid can't play games or needs to rest, and Adembona and Huck Porty aren't reliable enough. And then offensively, he's going to be the best playmaker on the team. I see the clear vision of Tyrese Maxey running off pin downs, BJ Edgecombe going up for lobs on backdoor cuts with LeBron at the helm of all that, making entry passes to Joel Embiid, which has been an impossible task for this team for the large part of his career. So he's going to be pulling the strings for a lot of the way this team functions, and I do think that every weakness that was there, he's capable of covering up.
All right, your wedding night or today? Best highlight of your summer.
No comment,
You
fellas.
just got married. You can't do that to him, Ray.
She's not listening right now, right?
No, I'm sure she is.
Yeah, no comment, fellas.
That's it.
No comment. I'll take that. That's telling in itself. Sean Bernard, we appreciate you.
Way to paint that vision, though,
We'll
Sean.
be checking in with you plenty. We're also going to check in with Adam Aronson of Philly Voice coming up after we get back here. We got to get to all your phone calls. We see you on hold right now, 610-632-0975. Adam Aronson of Philly Voice. You know him as Sixers Adam will join us in the next segment. Plus your phone calls, your texts. We're compiling voice memos. Name, location, occupation. We'll play them back for you coming up later on in the program. We want your reaction to the big news of the day. LeBron James is a Philadelphia 76er. It doesn't feel real to say, but it is oh so real right now, and it is fantastic. He's Sean Brace. I'm Ray Dunn. This is Middays and Marks on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
LeBron James to Philadelphia. I'm Sean Rodman, and LeBron James is signing a 2-year deal worth $8 million with the 76ers, according to ESPN's Shams Charania. On LeBron James' X account, he posted confirming he will be joining the Sixers. In his post, he says, quote, "I believe I can help make the Philadelphia 76ers a championship team, and I am excited to energize a new fan base and start this incredible journey one last time." Well, LeBron, you've done just that already. And there is a Phillies game tonight. Jesus Luzardo scheduled to start for the Phils tonight. First pitch is at 6:45, and we're just days away from Eagles training camp as well. This update's brought to you by Allstate. Wish you could save on home insurance with Allstate? You could easily save and get quality protection. Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Sean Rodman on the home of the Philadelphia 76ers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic, and the Fanatic app.
And what we're saying is LeBron James is 76er. It's been about an hour. It still hasn't really set in yet.
No, and it won't.
No.
It won't. And it's just everything has changed. Snap of the fingers with this decision. Everything has changed. This is new territory for this franchise. This franchise hasn't even been up here like this ever. I mean, it's a new day with everything with social media. I'm not telling you something you don't know with everything, how media operates, fanfare, the NBA as a whole. Like, the Sixers, and all love and respect to the past, it's just a different game these days. And they've never, ever, ever had to entertain anything like this before. Just think about it. We talked about it the other day with DK yesterday. DK goes, if LeBron signs, getting on the elevator at Xfinity Mobile Arena is going to be a hell of a lot more difficult. That's the reality where we're at.
There's a lot of people doing a lot of work right now.
Good.
A lot of people, a lot of hands on deck over there for this one. I just can't believe that this is the reality. Like, the two of us, you listened to us all week this week. I was excited coming into the week. I was like, we're getting a decision. It feels like it's trending towards Miami, but we're getting it this week. As the week went on, I became less hopeful. We finally get it today. We get it through a tweet. And LeBron James is a 76er. We're going to continue to react to this with you guys at 610-632-0975. As I'm saying it, I'm still stunned saying it. And we are efforting Johnny Marks to try and get him and to talk about the decision that LeBron James has made. LeBron, Dreams and Nightmares video. He knew what he was doing there. Set the announcement video, Dreams and Nightmares. LeBron also we saw Tyrese Maxey was working out in the gym, screaming after he found out about the decision. He said he felt like Coach Cal. So he knows what he's doing here. Very good recruiting work by him in terms of bringing LeBron James to Philadelphia. To talk about this with us, we are going to get to your phone calls in just a second at 610-632-0975, but he's been talking about this with us for a while now. Adam Aronson of Philly Voice. Sixers, Adam, your initial reaction to finding out LeBron James is a 76er?
All along, I thought they had a better chance than I thought was sort of forecasted generally. I just had a gut feeling that they were legitimately contenders. As it got longer, this process got longer, I thought, it was easier to pick holes in Cleveland and in Miami and these other situations he was considering. Golden State clearly fell out of the race. And with all of that being said, I'm just in a complete state of shock. I almost don't know what to say. This is arguably the best player in the history of the NBA, choosing to end the most decorated career in the history of the NBA with the Sixers, betting on the Sixers after one of the more bizarre 2-year periods that I can remember an NBA franchise having, after what happened 2 years ago, how miserable that season was. Then to go into last year, just constant volatility, up and down roller coaster the whole way. Incredible 3-1 series comeback against Boston. Then you just get totally humiliated by the Knicks. They take over your arena. For all of that to happen, and in a span of 4 weeks, Mike Gansey in his first offseason with the team has acquired Jaylen Brown and LeBron James. I don't know what to say. It's unbelievable that this has happened, even if you could start to believe it conceptually. Just the sort of large-scale view of what has transpired over the last few years is almost unfathomable to me. And I'm sure we'll get into like the actual basketball side of this and what this means for the Sixers as a team. But just generally the circumstances of a player of that magnitude, arguably the most popular basketball player of all time, deciding to come here after the couple of years that the Sixers have had is just unfathomable. It really is.
Great breakdown. What does it say to you that LeBron James is choosing Philadelphia with everything that's known about playing for this city, with this fan base, with what this franchise has been through? Trust the process. Rich Paul was very potent on it. I'll just say that a couple days ago on his podcast. What does this say to you that LeBron James is staring down the barrel at the most pressure with this decision of coming to Philadelphia to play for the Sixers?
If there's any player in my time as a sports fan, not just basketball, as a sports fan, that is well equipped to handle that at this juncture, it's LeBron James. LeBron James has faced enormous amounts of pressure since he was 16 years old, before he was even in the NBA. And I don't think that phases him. And I think he knows that he's LeBron James. There's going to be pressure wherever he goes. There's been pressure every game he's played in what will now be a 24-year NBA career and could be 25, as he is technically signing a 2-year contract with a player option in the second year. And I think it's as simple as he looked at his options and he thinks that this is the best chance for him to win. That is how he phrased it. That is the only logical conclusion that you can make from a player of his stature signing a minimum contract with this team. With all the other options, he could have gone back home to Cleveland. He could have gone to Miami, where there's familiarity, and it's, of course, Miami. Everybody loves to live there. Could have gone to Golden State, stayed close to where he was before, be in California, be closer to his family. He chose to come to the Sixers clearly because he thinks this is where he has the best chance of winning another championship. And the fact that the Sixers could make a credible argument for that just speaks to how drastic of a turnaround has happened in such a short time.
All right, let's get to the basketball of it then. The fit for LeBron James with this roster. He's LeBron. We were talking about the whole lead up here. He could fit anywhere. But what do you see specifically that he's going to be able to maximize about the other guys on this roster?
Well, I think he adds another ball handler, a guy that probably more than any other player in the history of the NBA makes his teammates better. Every single member of the Sixers is going to benefit from playing alongside LeBron James. Positionally, he slides into a starting spot at the 4 with Maxey, Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, and Embiid. That is obviously a very strong positional fit. And then when I think about this, I think about, the primary concern with the Sixers winning at the highest level for years, especially recently, has been how are you going to keep Joel Embiid upright? How are you going to keep him healthy and rested and capable of playing deep into the playoffs? They're going to be able to pace Joel more than they ever have before by so much. Just because not only do they have LeBron, they have Maxey, who nearly averaged 30 points a game last year. They have Jaylen Brown, who nearly averaged 30 points a game last year. I think everybody believes that VJ Edgecombe is a special young player who can assume more responsibility if needed, though clearly it probably won't be needed at this point. You get to a place where all of the basketball of it makes sense just as far as how he fits into this team. But I think you also get some high-quality returns of this that aren't even necessarily on paper, in that for LeBron, who's 41 right now and is going to turn 42 about halfway through the season, he can pace himself as much as he wants. The Sixers can be as cautious as they want with Joel, and when he is playing, do not have to be entirely reliant on him and the way that he plays, because they now are just they have a 5-headed monster of dynamic offensive players. They have 4 guys with experience being engines of NBA offenses, and another one in VJ, who some people think is going to get there one day. That is just remarkable. And then there are all the downstream benefits of the young players on this team who are going to learn from, in my opinion, the smartest player in the history of the NBA. This stamps the Sixers as a real destination in a way that I have never felt they were in the NBA, even when they were getting players like Jimmy Butler and James Harden. To me, it never felt like this. This is just a completely different magnitude of somebody betting on the Sixers and stamping the Sixers as like, this is a place I want to be. This is a place where I can win. And I think he's a smart guy. He probably looks at the roster. He's probably thought about his ability to pace himself, especially if he is interested in playing more than just one more season. He knows that, all these issues with Joel are potentially a little bit less ominous if he's there. And I think he saw that, and that's part of what made it an intriguing picture for him.
Yeah, Adam, right now, speaking of the betting perspective, Sixers are tied with the Knicks at 9-1. OKC and the Spurs are in front of those two teams at plus 270 currently on DraftKings Sportsbook. The odds have been shifting a lot, I'm sure you can imagine. All right, we're big on flowers, and I get it. There's plenty of flowers to go around. But for Bachelor perspective, AA, if I give you one rose and you got to give it out to that one domino that fell the right way, whether it was Bob Myers going on the Rich Paul podcast, whether it was Rich Paul pitching, Max Kellerman, the Jaylen Brown move, Mike Gansey, if I give you one rose and you need to reward that person that really made the impact of push LeBron to Philadelphia, who are you giving it to?
Well, if you're talking about a person, I think it has to go to Mike Gansey, because he's the one who made the Jaylen Brown trade. And that trade, by Rich Paul's own admission on his podcast shortly after, said that changed everything. That put the Sixers firmly in the mix. Now, could you make an argument that even with Paul George, this might have happened? Like maybe, I don't know, and I don't think we'll ever know the answer to that question. But clearly, this was somewhat of a needle mover for LeBron, and even if that's just what got the pieces in motion, and then all these other things coalesced and became more appealing to him. I think that the hire of Mike Gansey is what kickstarted this. Mike Gansey knows LeBron. They obviously, first of all, they were both high school basketball players in Ohio in the early 2000s. Mike Gansey, up until a couple months ago, had spent his entire career in the Cleveland Cavaliers organization as an executive. And he was there in 2016 when LeBron led them to a championship and snapped that drought. It's really hard to process everything that's happening here. But I think you just have to look at this as just an absolute masterpiece of a debut offseason for Mike Gansey. I focus on front offices around the league very closely. I cannot remember a new front office leader having this sort of first summer to get kickstarted on the job. It's just unbelievable what has transpired here. I know I've said it a bunch of times, and I'm sounding like a broken record, but I'm going to keep saying it. It's hard to fathom this is really happening.
Unfathomable, unbelievable, incredible, whatever word you want to use, Adam. I'm just happy for you. All right, go touch some grass, get outside. LeBron watch has ended. Do your hits, write your stories, and then get yourself a little bit of a deep breath here. Now that LeBron James is a 76er, thanks so much for taking the time hopping on with us.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
Yeah, credit to him, and obviously you know a little bit more about his story than most. He didn't leave the house.
He was in the house pretty much the last few days, like nonstop.
Yeah,
like we walked up the street last night, and he's been locked in. He's been waiting for it.
That was me last week. Like I was thinking, okay, what are we doing? We're going live as soon as the news breaks, and then it didn't happen, and I'm just like, what are we doing right now? So I kind of went back on my heels a little bit. Speaking of staying in the house or not being in the house, John Marks has been found.
We were able to reach him?
We did reach him. He'll be joining the program in shortly. Let's just put it to you that way.
Shortly.
We're going to get him a link, and he's going to join us via Zoom. And, of course, everybody wants to talk about LeBron James, John included. But to AA's point, everybody from the NBA, all the players, former Sixer players, everybody in the league is just blown away by the decision that LeBron James is coming to Philadelphia to play for the 76ers.
I'm blown away by it.
He chose us.
It's a really bad thing to say that you're speechless about something when your job is literally to talk about it.
He chose us, right?
We got the rose, man.
We're the one.
Remember when Max Kellerman was cutting off Bob Myers talking about The Bachelor?
Shut up, Max!
Max, thank you.
Yes, I know.
Thanks, Rich. Good work, Bob Myers. You know what we have?
We got LeBron James!
We got a 4-time NBA champ running things around here. And, oh, by the way, Mike Gansey, to what he said there, what a way to put your stamp on the job right away. And right now, I know we're referencing John Marks. Somebody get me Steve Gansey. Where's Steve Gansey?
That's a good call by you.
We need Steve Gansey on the air. The man put out the picture, and I said if this doesn't work out, Steve Gansey's a real tough first impression with this fan base. It worked out. They got him.
Oh, yeah. They got him, and then some. I will also say this. This is the place to be. We are the station for you right here, right now. I can't even imagine what Bill's doing behind the scenes, getting ready for 2 to 6 on Unfiltered. That is going to be can't miss radio. And then, of course, it's changed everything, Ray. It is just like everybody's all canceling the plans. We are here for you from here on out.
Yes.
This is what it's all about.
We appreciate Roy Burton and Ryan Paganetti, who were both supposed to come on the show today, and we're like, yeah, we get it. Like, yeah, it's LeBron.
My fault. I meant to text Roy. My fault. I didn't text him. That's my fault.
No, Roy, we appreciate you.
He understood.
We hope you're tuned in right now. We also, I saw it in the YouTube chat. We got to acknowledge this. BLG, you're now 50% on the 0%ers. Said 0% at 11 o'clock, 11:30. LeBron's a Sixer.
Ooh.
I love you, BLG.
Yep.
But
we call it straight here.
Yeah, we do.
He's 50.
Just like you're getting a tattoo. And so is our boy Andy in Lambertville. Andy, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Wow.
Yo, Middays, great show as always. Let's go!
Andy! We got LeBron James!
Andy, how we feeling?
Hell yeah! Hey, Brace, when are you getting that tattoo, oh, by the way?
Oh, that's going to happen very, very soon, my friend. Very
Let's go.
soon.
I might even get one. What the heck? Everybody out here in the Delaware Valley raising up. They're crushing clothes everywhere.
Are you having 23 for LeBron?
We are all witnesses
I
right
might
now.
have 23 today for Bron, Ray. I might just do that. I'm only on number 4 right now, but I'm thinking maybe Doc might give him number 6 for a couple of years before they rehang it.
Health-wise, let's have you stick at 6, all right? I'm not advocating for you to drink 23 claws
No,
today.
23 is a good number. 23 is a good number for a Friday. It's a beautiful Friday. Everybody raise some claws. Let's go. By the way, Brace, get that tattoo. Let's go.
Yep, the tattoo's got to happen, and it would have been funny if I was able to do it before, and, that would have had a little bit more shine
Right
to
now,
it.
you'd be flexing it.
Oh, it would be. You want to be able to put my head into the studio. But for those that don't know, when we started on this voyage, many, many, many weeks ago, it feels like.
Yeah.
We were all talking about what you would do to get LeBron James, and I said, man, simply put, I would get a witness tattoo. I was a diehard LeBron fan. When he came into the league, of course, out of high school, loved him with the Cavs all those years. He was can't miss TV. I'm not telling you something you don't know. And then he went to Miami, and that's when the villain stuff happened. I still hate watched, but it changed everything about LeBron. I was a diehard LeBron fan for the Cavaliers. And now he is a Philadelphia 76er, and I'm back. I love me some LeBron James.
Yeah,
right?
let's be clear. I'm in?
Yeah.
I'm in. I am in right now.
Yep.
I am all in here. Now, you mentioned, and this is I'm in. It's
There you
not
go.
that anymore. You mentioned what you would do, and this was our lead up. We did a show on all right, what can we do? I did get a text from my college roommate, my
Yep.
buddy Shorn. He said, good luck on that hike to Ohio, because if you recall the things that I was going to do if LeBron signed, I'm now doing a weekly 1-hour program dedicated to the greatness of LeBron James every single week on these airwaves. So we're going to have to start planning that one out.
Yep. Well, there's a lot.
I said I was going to take a trip to Akron and visit his high school. So we're going to have to figure out how I'm getting there.
Yep.
I was going to walk the streets of Philly in king attire. So we have to go buy a king's robe.
That's right.
And I'm also going to use that king's robe to recreate the Heatles Harlem Shake video. So I'm going to ask the two of you Shawns right now, do I have your agreeance to be in that video?
All in.
All right.
Whatever you need.
I'm in.
All
Let's
right,
do
you're
it.
in?
Oh, this is great. This is the unity. This is the synergy that we all need at this radio station. All right, so you guys in with the witness tattoos?
No.
What?
Nope.
Huh?
I'm not doing a witness.
How does that work?
I watched you with the rat tail for 6 weeks, John Brace.
I got to get a witness
I was
tattoo.
changed fundamentally forever after that.
I haven't got a tattoo since I was 18 years old. That was a long time ago, boys and girls.
Witness.
I got to get a witness tattoo in Philadelphia 76er colors, and I love it.
Oh.
Can you hit me with the song, please?
Oh, let's get you the song.
LeBron James is coming to Philadelphia. He chose us. Are you kidding me?
Oh, my God. And yeah, by the way, this is your home.
Are you kidding?
Are you kidding me? Home, Tom McGinnis. You can hear it right here, your flagship station for 76ers basketball.
Numbers, Ray. Numbers. Your season tickets just went up tenfold. Those phone lines are off the hook.
And that emotional peel I made 2 years ago after that terrible season, and my buddies are like, well, it gives us a reason to hang out, just became one of the great financial decisions we ever made.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
All right, so what? They open up against the Knicks, you think? Christmas Day against the Celtics, or the opposite?
And that was funny because from Commissioner Silver's perspective, I was like, hey, look, and you said it to me, Ray, so I got to give you all the credit on this because there was reality behind what Silver was saying, or truth. But at the end of the day, like, you know who the teams LeBron was looking at, so therefore you could have already made the schedule. The Sixers are pretty good watch without LeBron James.
Right.
Now, tenfold, of course, with them. Opening night, absolutely. Christmas night, absolutely. Boston, Philly, Christmas night, lock it in. Lock it in. Guaranteed.
We will see you Christmas night.
Yep. There it is.
All right, let's get back onto the phone lines here. Is this Silsey? Is that who we got? Silsey in Philly here? 610-632-0975. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hi.
How are you?
I am so excited. I can't. It's like Christmas Day. I am so excited. I have half a season, and no one was like, why are you getting half a season? They're not doing well. Are you crazy? I said, I might be crazy, but I do have faith, and I'm so excited. I've been watching LeBron. And I'm like, you can come. You can come. Please. I'll give you the damn rose. Please. I'm so excited.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
You're not
feel like
alone.
crying.
Did you believe it was going to happen? Like, by the time we got to today, when you woke up this morning, did you still believe LeBron James was going to be a 76er?
I have to be honest, I was really believing that he was coming, and then when he said he was going on that Fanatics and said that, he was going to make his choice, I left work early, a lot of other people left work early, and there was just trust the process. I'm like, okay, well, that's a sign, but I was giving up. I was like, I'm done with this. I can't watch anymore. I can't look on social media anymore. And then now my phone is blowing up. I'm on my way to the shore, and everyone's like, well, Sylvie, your tickets just went up. And I'm like, what are they talking about? And then my boyfriend, who was in denial, and was like, I'm really loving you right now. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. I was like, is this true? They said, yes, LeBron. I'm like, oh, yay!
All right, days of your life. Days of your life. How do you rank them? LeBron James signs with the 76ers. Where does it rank?
It's going to be, I'm going to say the birth of my son.
There it is.
Yes. And then second, is LeBron coming to Philadelphia?
So you're the best. Great stuff. Great stuff.
That was great. Oh, man. That guy, I feel like we kind of brushed past the dude that just Mount Rushmore LeBron signing over his baby son.
That's all right.
Yeah.
We got people driving off the road.
Stay on the road, people.
Yeah. Two
Got a
hands on
lot
the
to
wheel.
live for. LeBron James, the 76er.
I believe Johnny's going to join us live from the shore at 1 o'clock.
That is right.
Beautiful.
So we will have John Marks. We're going to get to the voice memos. We're going to get to the Davis Honda text line. We've been rolling here. We want your phone calls at 610-632-0975.
Also, it seems like there are some people that are following me down this path of the witness tattoo.
Okay.
This is turning into something.
Are we going to pledge the witness tattoo? Will you join Sean Brace with the witness tattoo? We are all witnesses to what he's about to do.
Step on up, people. Let's go.
All right, if you want to pledge to that, you can coming up next. But also coming up next, his name's on the damn show. We thought he was going to be able to get through his entire vacation without LeBron James signing. Yesterday, we tried to rank out what was going to happen first. John Marks returning, the grass across the street from Sean Brace getting cut, or LeBron James making his decision. Now, Johnny Marks.
Oh, he made his decision, all right.
Oh, he did. Johnny Marks joins us coming up next. He's Sean Brace. I'm Ray Dunn. This is Middays, and it'll be with Marks when we come back. And I got to tell you about being down there in South Philadelphia. Be it in the Stadium District, because that's where you're going to want to be this winter. And when you go down there, you want to have the full experience. You're going to have a tremendous game down at the arena now, a tremendous time watching the local basketball team, but you also have to go over to see our friends at Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. There is no better place to be. You immerse yourself in the center of the action. The food you can get at Sports and Social, the incredible views from Center Bar, FanDuel Sportsbook, where maybe you're going to go out there and place that wager, a little bit of a future on the 76ers. You might just want to throw that down right now. You have wall-to-wall screens, an electric watch party energy, and so much more. It's game day gone live. Make it a total experience with over 2,000 of Philly's hottest slots, over 130 table games, and a live poker room. Hungry? Experience a new era of flavor at Luck Fu by Jet Tila, featuring a fresh East meets West menu curated by the Iron Chef himself. And your Philly favorites are back at the all-new 10th Street Market, featuring an expanded menu at Lorenzo & Sons Pizza, the iconic flavors at Termini Brothers Bakery, and Gino's Steaks. Plus, unwind at the brand-new Library Bar with handcrafted cocktails and bites. Only at Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. Visit livecasinophilly.com for details. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
The King is headed to Philadelphia. I'm Sean Rodman, and LeBron James is going to sign a 2-year, $8 million contract with the 76ers, according to ESPN's Shams Charania. LeBron's James posted on his X account confirming he will be joining the Sixers. In his post, he says, quote, I believe I can help make the Philadelphia 76ers a championship team, and I am excited to energize a new fan base and start this incredible journey one last time. Well, LeBron, I think you've done just that. And ESPN's Shams Charania was on the Pat McAfee show, and he said this on LeBron signing in Philadelphia.
He is choosing that the Sixers give him the best chance to win a championship. It's not about legacy.
It's not about legacy, it's about winning, and LeBron James is coming to Philadelphia. The Phils, they're in action today, trying to get back on track in the win column. Jesus Luzardo is scheduled to get the start for the Phils. First pitch is at 6:45, and the Eagles are beginning training camp just next week. We're just days away from training camp practices, and this update is brought to you by the Macom Group. Visit MacomGroup.com. The Macom Group supports contractors with one of the largest PVF inventories, from pipe, valve, and fittings to trusted brands. Count on the Macom Group to help you stay on schedule. Visit MacomGroup.com today. I'm Sean Rodman on the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
You ready? I used to pray for times like this,
Sean Brace.
Grind like that, to shine like this.
LeBron James is a 76er. Hello and welcome back into Middays with Marks. Sean Brace, myself, Ray Dunn. And momentarily, we'll be joined by the man whose name is on this show. Johnny Marks himself, live from vacation.
I thought he was going to get back just in time.
I really thought so, too.
But that is not the case.
I really thought it was going to happen for him. LeBron James, a 76er. In case you're just finding out, maybe you got out of a meeting, maybe you hopped into the car.
I just told
Do
my
Not
wife.
Disturb is on. I wasn't going to call out your wife, but yeah, your wife just found out. The last hour and a half of your life you've spent anywhere but the internet. Like, you know, got a little Julio Jones suit.
I don't really be on the internet.
Hey, you got to keep it locked to the Fanatic.
That's right. All day long here on the Fanatic. We got you with coverage of LeBron James. Sean Robin, let me know when we've got Johnny Marks up on the Zoom ready to go. He's ready? Not yet. All right. We'll get to him when he gets on.
I want to bring this to you right now because, of course, it's number one on the list of reasons why LeBron is here. It is to go after championship number 5. And there will be things said like ring chasing and all of that, and that's fine. I don't care. I'm not taking that as anything negative because that's what it's all about. You're supposed to play to win a championship. And it's not going to be just a snap of fingers and throw the ball up and this team's going to be in the NBA Finals like I'm painting that picture. That's not how this is going to play out. We're going to have some ups. We're going to have some downs. We got a long season in front of us. But if anybody out there is trying to make the case that, oh, here he is chasing that ring, have you paid attention to 76ers basketball? Like, no.
Ring chasing's ethical when it's on my team. How do I care if he's ring chasing for if he gets me a ring? Oh, I'm going to be at the parade. This sucks, guys. This is brutal. I can't believe he came and ring chased. You know who didn't care about the Heat forming a super team? The people of Miami.
That's right.
Who didn't care about him going back to Cleveland?
Straight nightmare for all fans other than us. You want to talk about what Miami Heat fans are going through right now because they thought they were the ones. Remember, DraftKings Sportsbook had the Miami Heat as the favorite. Remember, all the projection markets or the prediction markets had the Miami Heat as the favorite. There was value on the 76ers, Ray. I said it. You know why? Because of the roster, because of the team assembled, because of Mike Gansey and Bob Myers.
And how about Mike Gansey? We've given him his flowers quite a bit here, and I know Adam Aronson was on with us of Philly Voice in the last hour and said, hey, if I'm giving a rose to anyone here, it's Mike Gansey. Mike Gansey worked for his hometown team for how many years? Now, at the end of LeBron's career, the hometown kid from Akron, Northeast Ohio, Mike Gansey goes to Philadelphia, makes a trade that catches LeBron's attention, and swoops in and steals LeBron potentially for his final team. Now, we'll see. LeBron saying it's his final team, that he reserves the right to change it at any time. But Mike Gansey swoops in, takes LeBron away from Cleveland. The Ohio kid, bringing the Ohio kid to Philadelphia. What a beautiful, beautiful job by him this offseason.
Unbelievable.
Making it happen.
It really is unbelievable.
I just can't believe we're still talking about LeBron James, the 76er.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
The attention, the fanfare, the media, everything. Remember, this is a city that was having a helicopter follow Gus Bradley.
Yeah.
Who was potentially going to be the next Eagles head coach before they hired Chip Kelly. What the hell are we about to face with LeBron James coming to the city? I just, whatever you're thinking, it's tenfold.
Oh, just the reaction today. Just what we've gotten today. It's been absolutely incredible.
Philadelphia 76ers have landed LeBron James. The king is coming to South Philly.
And we were calling BLG out earlier. How about Bobby C earlier this week? Say it was 50-50.
Shout out Bob Cooney.
How about that?
Since we're giving flowers out there, John Goodman, who does a great job covering college basketball, he was ranting and raving about Mike Gansey back in 2022, saying a team should hire him right now because of what he was able to do to turn around the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yeah, he's kicked the door in a big way. And it's not to say that I didn't believe. I just thought that this was going to be a little bit more of a tougher assignment, Ray. I didn't think that you were going to be able to come in here and within 1 week, be a part of such a trade that has shaken the foundations of this franchise. The 76ers, who have been around forever, and bringing it to new heights, something this place has never seen before.
No.
Mike Gansey, shout out.
Incredible. Incredible. LeBron James in the last, still inside of 2 hours, becomes a 76er. We are going to get back to the phone lines at 610-632-0975. But I know the voice memo, the Davis Honda text line, been blowing up. We got people chiming in their reactions to LeBron James becoming a 76er. Sean Rodman, what do we got?
This is Kevin from Delco, and I told everybody, I told Johnny Marks, didn't believe me. I told him weeks ago, Jaylen Brown signed with the Sixers, what was going to happen? LeBron was coming. I said it weeks ago. I said there was a 76% chance that rate went higher and higher and higher. Let's go Sixers. The hype train is back, baby.
Philly throw the ball up. Let's get it.
It is back, man. It is back. And Kevin Adelko, he did not move off of that. Kevin Adelko believed. He believes, as all of us were fluctuating percentage-wise, Kevin Adelko believed. You had to. Maybe he'll get the witness tattoo with you. How many people have signed up to get the witness tattoo with you so far, Sean Grace?
Oh, there's a lot. The list is growing. It's growing.
Social media, is that what it is? People tweeting at you that they're going with you?
We got a long way to go. We're just getting started.
Yeah, we got to find a tattoo shop that's ready for this.
There will be people ready to side with me on this one. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you're just catching up, I said if LeBron James comes to Philadelphia, I'll get a tattoo. It's what I was doing to do my part.
That's right.
To lure him here to the city of brotherly.
You missed it, actually. Shams was on Pat McAfee this afternoon, and he said the one thing that really swayed LeBron in the direction was that Sean Brace was going to get the witness tattoo. That was the report I heard.
I like that.
We're going to get John Marks here in a moment for you as we break down everything with LeBron James signing with the 76ers. A 2-year deal worth $8 million. It's like turning 2K on to easy mode at this point. The roster you've constructed, the starting five that you've got. Like, this is just, oh, yeah, I'm going to control every other team. I'm going to make the decisions. I'm going to stack the deck for myself. And they have stacked the deck for themselves here today. We will get to Johnny Marks in just a second. We want to go out to Tennessee and talk with our buddy John. John, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Oh, guys, what a beautiful day. I just got to say, LeBron coming to Philly, it's going to be so satisfying to get a ring. I was 13 years old when it happened last. But even a close second is going to be able to make those New York Knicks fans cry like babies when we sweep them out of Eastern Conference Finals next year.
Set them home. Keep them away, honestly. That's like a...
Hey, also, where can I get the Mike Gansey jersey? Because he's the MVP right now in that whole city.
The hottest jersey this summer.
I just got here.
West Virginia Mike Gansey jersey. That's what it is.
Did you buy it?
I ordered it. Yep, still waiting it.
Still waiting.
It's coming from China. Takes a little bit.
So we're going to get you a tattoo in a place that shows it off while you're wearing the Gansey jersey. So you can rock both Gansey and LeBron.
The tattoo's going on the calf. You already know that. But still. We're going to work that out.
We'll work that one out.
Yeah.
John, are you now making a trek from Tennessee for a game at least this season?
I'm headed home from work, but I'll be up there for the parade for damn sure.
All right, we love it. I look forward to seeing you at that parade. It's going to be awesome. It's just, and that's the thing you're dreaming of right now. Like, I legitimately am looking at next summer, like, all right, when would that finals game be? When will we be out there celebrating? It's what you let yourself dream about today.
Oh, it's all about dreams right now. And this was something that we've been talking about every which way possible since June 30th, Ray. It is now on July the 24th, and LeBron has taken his time. And if you want to believe what he put out there, he was thinking about possibly retiring, possibly calling it a career. Took him a little bit and took his time and came to the decision to come to Philadelphia. We're all right with that.
And now we get the chance to react to LeBron James signing with the 76ers, to a man that believed it was going to happen. A man that then went on vacation and was so very close to being back here by the time it happened. We get the live reaction of one Johnny Marks from his vacation. John, LeBron James is a 76er.
Live on Zoom. What happened now? They just connected to me. LeBron, think about this, everybody, that the Eagles are perennial Super Bowl contenders, winners, and the Sixers just signed LeBron James. Like, are you kidding me? The Sixers just signed LeBron James for 2 years.
2 years.
The Sixers just signed LeBron James. I'm on the beach. If you're watching on Zoom, you can see I just walked away from a very crowded beach. There's construction over there. I have my Meta glasses on. Do you see them? These are my brother-in-law's Meta glasses.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, they're awesome. But I don't have words for it. It's unbelievable. Things like this don't happen in Philadelphia. This is Pete Rose in 1979 when he signed with the Phillies to get him over the top, times 100, because it's LeBron James. This is unbelievable, and it changes everything. my sister-in-law that doesn't know anything about sports says, do you like this? Is it a big deal? And I'm like, do I like it? It just changed our lives, literally. This signing today changed our lives for what we do as fans and what we do, guys, on the radio and doing digital stuff. It changed our lives. We're the home of the 76ers. And you know what? You're going to hear 76ers talk with LeBron James for who knows long and who knows what happens. So I just, it's really hard to believe it's actually happening. It doesn't feel real yet.
No, it's exactly right. Like, that's the reaction that we all have. Oh, by the way, if you have an opportunity, check out the video of Ray. Literally, his face changed colors, John, when it came through. We were just sitting here talking about Rory McIlroy's romances, and then he goes, "We got breaking news." I still can't believe it. But I want to go back to what you said. He chose us. We constantly get passed. Like, this doesn't happen. You brought up the Rose. You brought up Moses Malone. You think about T.O. saying, I want to go to Philly. But, like, the fact that LeBron chose us and he knows the pressure and he knows the expectations, he's saying, you know what? I don't care. I want to play for the fans in Philadelphia. I mean, that speaks volumes, John, about the expectations that we should have going into the season.
Yeah, it's, I guess, right place, right time, perfect ingredients. I heard you talking about Gansey before he came on, where the caller was. Bob Myers comes in, smooth as silk. Right, like imagine just you, Sean and Ray. You guys have talked about this a lot. Think about Elton Brand and Daryl Morey hugging after they win Game 7 against Boston, and now how many days later is it? And they're whacked out, and boom, LeBron James is signing. Jaylen Brown's been traded for. This is like you're almost looking at another dream team, right here. So
I don't know. Let's maybe not the dream team idea, but I do see the video that we have of you is tremendous right now, walking shirtless on the beach, talking about this happening. I'm curious, are we going to get the Meta Glasses video from the other side? Are we going to get your perspective of this call on the other way at some point?
Yeah, you got to post it. You got to post it.
How do I post it?
I don't know.
I can do it.
Sure. Real quick.
By the way, since it happened, so what time? Like, Dutz texted me, and I saw it like 3 minutes later. I was going down to jump waves with my kid. I said, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy," and I was like, "Yeah, in a second," because I was, I had a couple Moscow mules. So I'm like, "All right, we're finally ready to go," and I see I'm like, "Oh my God!" And I did the video, and then I went down. We were jumping waves for like the last hour between the three of them, and then, boom. And I'm back up here. It's one of the moments where you always remember where you were when it happened, right?
Damn right.
And Ray, you luckily were in the chair today. I was in the chair when Bryce Harper signed. It's really, really cool, and people will remember this moment for the rest of their life.
Damn right. So, John, real quick, you're down on the beach. Did you catch a reaction? Were people high-fiving? Are people hugging down there? Did anybody take notice? I mean, they're on the beach. I don't think anybody has an electronic in their hands, but did you notice anybody?
No, I think I was the only person. And then there were some dads that were down, and like I was like, "Yo, the Sixers! Did you hear Sixers sign LeBron?" And they gave me like they knew who LeBron was, but they didn't really understand what was going on. They're like, "Huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, the Sixers." Are like, "How?" And I'm like, "Yeah." But that was it. 2 or 3 guys that were kicking it down at the water.
Unbelievable. We got him.
We got him. And I'm curious for you as this week went on, because we didn't get a chance to catch up with you. We've been giving you your space, enjoying your vacation. What was the percentage like for you all week? Did you start to back off of this? Did you not believe it was going to happen? Did you still believe? Where were you at?
I was loving that he didn't make the decision, and everybody's getting so mad that he still didn't make the decision. So I was just kind of enjoying it from the catbird seat of like, he's not going to do it again this week. And then on a friggin' Friday during the summer, it comes down. It's awesome. I honestly, like, I still felt probably about the same. I don't know, coin flip, less than a coin flip. If he would have went to Miami, I wouldn't have been surprised at all. I'm mildly surprised he did it. But you know what, guys? It shows you the kind of character LeBron James has, that he comes to a city like Philadelphia and he says, you know what? Boom. Let's go. And signs for, I know it's a player option, but he signs for multiple years. So it says a lot about him, how much he wants to win and how much he thinks. This is a friggin' proud franchise that has sucked for a long time, like legitimately. Just hasn't been good enough. And now you take the baton from Doc and Allen Iverson and let's win a championship, man. And that's why he came, and he's going to do it. I really, really believe LeBron is going to bring a championship to Philadelphia.
To complete the process, John. To complete the process.
He's coming somewhere that he knows he's going to be appreciated. And John Marks with you live, shirtless on Zoom. We have a big announcement here at 97.5 The Fanatic to make. Because right now, We are 97.5 The Fanatic with LeBron James here. We are 97.5 LeBron, your home for King James.
Is that real? Or is that fake?
97.5 LeBron, the home of King James.
Yes, sir.
We are going by 97.5 LeBron, your home for King James. You want to hear about him? You come here.
You stole my idea. We were going to do 97.5 to Sirianni in August.
Yeah, well.
Well, Sirianni can take a back seat. Get back on ChatGPT and come up with some good ideas that come around LeBron.
That's the
Nick
best.
Sirianni.
That's the best, John. We were doing Football Guy Friday. We had all sorts of things lined up, talking all things football. Yeah, that show sheet got ripped up real fast, obviously.
Yeah, I was able to sober up in the last because my initial thought was I can't go on the air right now because I'm slurring a little bit. So I haven't had a drink.
Even better.
I told you guys, it's between 9 and 11 is my happy hour down here, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then I stop drinking, and then I'm good for the rest of the day.
That's why he didn't respond for so long. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. He doesn't have his phone on him or whatnot. But, hey, guess what? There's going to be a lot of us slurring tonight. There's going to be a lot of celebrating. LeBron James signed with the 76ers. And, John, I know, we've been getting into the fanfare, and I'm not trying to hit the fast-forward button, but it's just this starting five with the depth. And who knows the attention that this is going to get. There might be another free agent that pops up at the trade deadline or, the vet minimum that says, you know what? Yeah, I want to go play with that team. We're now that team. We are now that team. We're the team that can go and get that type of guy.
Yeah, it still doesn't seem real. The coverage that's going to be around the dude on a nightly basis. It's the biggest story in sports. It's not even close. And the Sixers won out. Nobody comes to play basketball in Philadelphia if they have the chance, or it's because of money like Paul George or Elton Brand. Nobody. LeBron James came to Philadelphia. It's unbelievable. It really is. Now, they got to do the work, and they got to figure it out, and they got to win. But, man, this team, from when the season ended to this team right now, you added Jaylen Brown and LeBron James. Come on.
How?
What's happening here?
What the hell what has Gansey got? What's going on, man?
And don't forget, we got a four-time NBA champion run things right here, too.
And Bob Myers absolutely deserves a lot of love. A lot of love because of bringing in Gansey, one. But two, also hopping on that podcast with Rich Paul and really giving that championship medal, that mentality, and laying it out there and making this decision extremely difficult for LeBron. I would imagine this wasn't that easy for him.
No, I don't think it was. And I agree with you 100%. If Daryl Morey shows up in a suit from Ross and he's huffing and puffing, he looks like a slob, you think LeBron's going to sign in Philadelphia? Come on, man. Bob Myers looks the part. He's an executive that has 4 championships, right? So, who are you going to pick?
Again, we have a 4-time NBA champion.
That's right.
But it's a part of it, right? It's all right, and certainly Rich Paul. You think Rich Paul doesn't see the value in having Bob Myers running the team and Gansey, who is a relationship with? It's really weird because you needed, I think, every little bit of the ingredients to get LeBron here, from the Gansey angle to the Bob Myers angle to Maxey to Jaylen Brown gets traded for. Really, it took a perfect storm. And really, this is a Disney movie. Now the process, we officially ended the process a couple months ago, remember? We're the process is over. It's really not. Now the process, this is the finishing touch on it.
Hey, he's sitting down for the documentary to talk about how he came in and finally got the Sixers over the top. I'm going to love this part of whatever his version of The Last Dance is. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah.
The circus is here, boys.
You need a show sheet for Monday, or you got some ideas of what we're going to talk about?
Yeah, well, listen, the Flyers need at least a mention or two there.
Yeah.
Right, Don? Absolutely. This is we're now set. Forget training camp. Forget everything else. Let's go.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Sixers.
We'll catch up with you, Johnny. Enjoy the rest of your vacation.
All right, buddy.
Enjoy.
See you guys.
John Marks of Middays with Marks, right here on 97.5 LeBron. Your home for King James.
Quickly, that was Meta Glasses that he was talking through the whole 9? Or was he on the phone?
I guess. I couldn't see anything that he had in the ear. I don't know what he was rolling.
I know those Meta Glasses, I've seen someone else have them before. They have a little mic in the back.
Sure,
and it works tremendously.
Well, that's a hell of an ad right there because he was crystal clear. I need to know a little bit more about that.
And I hope he was recording. I hope his, what does he say, his brothers,
Yeah,
brother-in-laws,
his brothers,
whoever it was,
Yeah.
if they're recording, just find us that recording of his view of that.
I know we're recording this, and shout out to everybody behind the scenes. Matt and Ark working hard. Of course, we got Paul Blake helping out behind the scenes. It's insanity. It's insanity, Ray, and we're only getting started, my friend.
Oh yeah, and we're not kidding about this.
This is 97.5 LeBron, the home of King James.
Welcome to 97.5 LeBron.
One more plug. Yeah, welcome to 97.5 LeBron, the home of King James. And a shout-out to my little guy, Lane, who's now watching us announce the news. Man, I got to show you these pictures.
That's awesome.
I'll post them on my my socials as well.
See, I was all packed to get down the shore.
Oh, my friend.
I got to go back to my apartment and go get that LeBron James Team USA jersey. I should have known it was going to happen.
I'll be going live a little bit later. I would imagine it's going to follow up. We'll be on 97.5 The Fanatic digital, or socials, following Bill's program coming up at 6 o'clock. And then, oh, by the way, over the weekend, all hands on deck, back up on here. I think I'll be doing a show on Sunday. So
nice.
Let's go.
All right. Absolutely. Well, coming up, we do actually have the details of the way he made the decision and how he got down to it. You know, Shams has been talking to Rich Paul throughout this entire process. Well, Pat McAfee had Shams Charania of ESPN on the program earlier today to talk about the decision that was made. We'll play some of that for you. Also, we're going to continue to react with you. We see you there on the phone line, 610-632-0975. We got voice memos for you on the Davis Honda text line. We are rolling on the day that LeBron James became a 76er. He's Sean Brace. I'm Ray Dunn. This is Middays with Marks on 97.5 LeBron.
Right way. Tune in to Kincade and Salciunas with Andrew Salciunas, John Kincade, and Connor Thomas.
Every weekday from 6 to 10 a.m.
Watch them on the LeBron YouTube channel or listen on 97.5 LeBron.
It's time for patio parties, backyard barbecues, and porch swings. But is your home ready? Our preferred pros can help turn your home into a summer oasis. From backyard decks to AC tune-ups and roof repairs, our preferred pros are ready to tackle all your home care needs. Call Preferred Pros today.
Clogged drains, leaking sinks, no hot water? Ace Hardware Home Services has got you covered. Schedule fast expert plumbing service at acehardwarehomeservices.com.
Summer is the perfect time for new windows. Improve comfort, curb appeal, and energy efficiency with Volpe Enterprises. Call 855-GO-VOLPE or visit govolpe.com for your free estimate.
Great Railing in Williamstown is now the largest Trex dealer in the United States and has Trex on sale from $1.89 per foot. GreatRailing.com.
Check out Preferred Pros today. This paid program is sponsored by businesses highly rated by actual customers. For more details, visit 975thefanatic.com.
Jane is a small business owner.
That's right.
And tell them what that's like, Jane.
Yeah, well, it's like a roller coaster with a lot of ups and downs, and some days things can feel like they're flying off the rails.
Yep, it's a lot. But the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business can help you manage it all. With the largest, fastest fiber-powered network designed for 100% reliability with business internet and wireless connect. Plus gig speeds with security and equipment included. All with a 5-year price lock.
Nice. So everything stays on track.
Exactly. The Total Solutions Advantage. Get started for just $60 a month for 12 months when you add wireless connect to a qualifying internet package. No one does business like Comcast Business.
Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. New customers only. 1-year agreement, paperless billing, and automatic payments with bank account required. $60 offer requires 300 meg internet, security edge, and additional qualifying service. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You push yourself in everything you do, scanning headlines for insights, keeping an eye on the market. Robinhood puts you in control of your money, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
Some things can steal your sunshine. Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
When you first saw her, she was out walking her dog. You didn't notice her at first. But when you finally did, it was too late. Because at that moment, you were speeding. She was out walking her dog and only had a second to let go of the leash. Your foot was on the gas, and her life was on the line. Speeding catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA.
When you see a Gravely mowing the grass, you're looking at over 100 years of ingenuity and action. You're seeing a rugged, durable machine professional lawn service companies have relied on for generations. Or maybe you see a homeowner who demands the best, cutting their own lawn like the pros, whether mowing or on a trailer between jobs. When you see a Gravely, you're seeing greatness at work. Take your lawn mowing up a notch with a Gravely. See the full line at your local dealer.
In the zone, AutoZone.
Annie's first oil change wasn't as hard as she thought because she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped her find the right oil and save on an oil filter. He explained the job and showed her free how-tos on AutoZone.com. When she was done, AutoZone recycled her old oil for free. Get a free oil filter and more during the Celebrate Free event at AutoZone. Now through July 27th.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
This is Jordan Lundy of Lundy Law. We hope you're never injured in a slip and fall accident. But if you should suffer an injury, we'll get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Remember our name, Lundy Law. Your injury lawyers. Visit LundyLaw.com.
MGK's Big Gig, July 27th at Freedom Mortgage Pavilion, Motley Crue. The return of the Carnival of Sin store with Tesla and Extreme. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster. MGK's Big Gig, July 27th from Philadelphia's classic rock, 102.9 MGK. Get all the details at WMGK.com. This is 97.5 LeBron, the home of King James.
It's going to be James
I said last Wednesday. I think I said some other day. Whatever. Long story
I would think there are people listening right now that maybe. Sean Brace said the entire time it was Friday.
Yeah, I wish. What I do know is this: we are in uncharted territory.
Correct.
We have debated it every which way. We laughed and we tracked every clue. What did we say? LeBron's clues. We were playing the game, right? We're listening to podcasts that we never consumed before. We're watching shows on Netflix that we've never consumed before. But it's reality. It's real. LeBron James is a Philadelphia 76er. There is no script, Ray, for what comes next because this franchise has never experienced anything like this before, and that is a proud franchise. That is a team that's been there and done that, the highest of the highs, the championships, or the championship a long time ago. But bottom line is we are in a whole new world with LeBron James teaming up with what is already currently on this roster. And again, the Rose, we talked about Gansey. We talked about, of course, Bob Myers. And none of that happens without, I understand what I'm about to say doesn't happen without those guys, but it's the Jaylen Brown trade. It's that move that signals to LeBron James that this team is ready to compete, ready to do something bigger and better than they have done in years past.
Philly throw the ball up.
And that was
Let's get it.
If it's not for Jaylen Brown, we're not here.
If it's not for Mike Gans.
You're right.
That man has done miracles.
It's the domino effect. It's the butterfly effect.
It is. It's all the effects.
I could take you to the
cause and the effect.
I took you to the process days. Like, if we don't have Joel Embiid, are we in this spot?
I'll say let's show sheet that one.
All right.
I don't disagree with you on that one. I feel like you might start splitting up our audience here, and I don't want to do that today.
But you can't do that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week. You got to either do it Monday or Tuesday, or you got to wait till the following week, okay?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. The world doesn't stop just because Sean Brace has got a vacation.
I canceled it.
All
I'm
right,
not going.
speaking of canceled, our buddy Roy Burton was supposed to be on with us at 12:30 to talk fantasy football on what was branded as a Football Guy Friday. It's now a Forget About Football Friday, but we did hear from Roy Burton on the Davis Honda text line. What's Roy got for us?
Gentlemen, Roy Burton checking in live from the Philadelphia airport, hanging out with John Clark as we await a very special flight from the Akron area. Sean Brace, I'm waiting for a text message from you. I thought we were going to talk a little fancy today, whether it's Jahmyr Gibbs or Bijan Robinson at number one. Oh, wait, I guess not, because you know what? We got LeBron James. Shout out to everybody who made this possible. Most importantly, one guy we haven't talked about yet. So let me ask you guys a question. Is Michael Rubin and the Fanatics doing a little backdoor deal with LeBron James in order to make this happen? Let's talk about it.
Dump that. If they are, congrats, good work. That's our Conchi-based business right there. Good stuff for you, Michael Rubin.
Yeah, it's all hands on deck, right? When this started on June 30th and like people were floating the idea that LeBron might have interest in joining the 76ers, right? Like after the trade took place of Jaylen Brown, I said, I think I said it to you, and I'm pretty sure I said it to the boys when we were live. I was like, do you think that we can make the case on social media? The fans could have an impact on this decision. And I think you said it, Ray, best when you said it can't hurt.
Right.
It can't hurt because we know he pays attention to the timeline.
Yeah.
LeBron, I've joked about you being a 14-year-old teenage boy on your timeline. I'm gonna can that joke.
Yeah, walk that one back.
Yeah,
walk that one back. You get the witness tattoo. It doesn't matter. You're fine.
My bad,
You'll
LeBron.
be forever stamped as a LeBron guy.
Dude, I'm coming in on Monday. I'm throwing up powder in this place. I'm throwing that powder.
Chalk.
All right,
chalk.
Thank you.
We're gonna have chalk going.
I'm walking around.
Where's my king's crown?
I gotta practice all this nonsense. I gotta step my LeBron game up.
I have to buy a king's robe.
But it's all hands on deck. Whether it's Michael Rubin floating anything to him behind the scenes, Josh Shapiro, the governor.
He made it LeBron Day today. Did you see that announcement?
I did see that.
Today is LeBron Day in the Commonwealth.
Apparently they rubbed elbows. I don't know.
Him and Josh Harris walked by one another.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Year 76.
Like, it's all hands on deck. We all had a part in this. Even the people that were like, you know what, I don't want him. I don't want the circus. Even that. You're a part of it. Thank you. Because this is what it's all about. LeBron is staring down the barrel at playing in this city where we eat our young, where it's Super Bowl or bust. Like, they make us out to be so crazy, and I know we are at times, but man, if you can win here It's better than anywhere. Better than anywhere. And then I don't even know what it's like to win as a Sixer fan because I've never done it before.
Well, we're going to find out. I like to think so. I'm excited for it. All right, we did get Shams on Pat McAfee today. So he went on Pat McAfee. He's been breaking it down. He was giving us the same thing for 2 weeks. We finally got reasonings. He spoke with Rich Paul. He's the one that broke the news. Here is Shams Charania on ESPN earlier today talking about LeBron's decision.
There was a reason why we kept mentioning Philly, because when you look at their roster, they have Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, Joel Embiid. And we were all going to take whatever LeBron James, his intentions were at face value. He made it very clear from the beginning. I want to compete for a championship. I want to win at a high level. This is not a money-driven decision. That's what LeBron James made very clear from the outset of this process when he decided to leave the Lakers on June 30th.
Yeah, look, Ray, I told you from the jump. I know there's a lot of I told you and I said this, and I get that. But, like, we've been talking about this. We've been thinking about this forever. And I just could not move off of the idea that not the most important thing to LeBron James, I don't care what year it is, it's not the most important thing is about winning a championship. He knows that he needs to continue down that path to be considered the greatest of all time. I'm here to tell you right now, as Connor Thomas texted me earlier, if LeBron comes to Philly and we get that banner, like, yeah, dude, I'm not here to argue that. It's just this isn't something this franchise does. We don't win. So if he comes here and it happens, like you can't argue it anymore. This dude is on a different level.
4 different teams it would be for him. And this is what made it a risky proposition to come here for him.
Correct.
You go home to Cleveland, all right, you've done it there. It's a nice little wrap-up to the career. Miami, you've been there before. You already have 2 there. Come here to Philadelphia.
Those fans show up late. Yeah,
they're not showing up for him this year.
You come up I'm enjoying that. I'm on the sideline looking at some of the tweets from Miami fans because again they thought they were getting him. Levitard.
Yeah, I thought they were getting him.
You knew Levitard had the open ready to go.
Dude, you know what I just thought about?
You know what?
The Cleveland Baker.
Oh man, he
put the LeBron signing with the Cavs on his twin daughters. He said nothing's 100% in this life, but I offer up my twins.
Well, the LeBron Baker, I'm sure he's going to be doing all right. Hopefully business will pick up for him. But those Miami Heat fans, they already got a taste of this. They don't need another run back. And Pat Riley, kind of rubbed some people the wrong way down there a little bit, I would imagine.
You took his cookies. You know what we got, LeBron?
We got cookies.
Yeah. Insomnia, baby.
Oh, we got better cookie company than Insomnia. Well, I'm just saying.
I love Insomnia cookies.
There's nothing wrong with Insomnia
Let's get
cookies.
Insomnia cookies over to LeBron James.
Is crumble cookies allowed?
No.
Just making sure.
No, Tobias in San Antonio now. The hell out of here.
What are you doing?
Let's go to Lafayette Hill, talk with Brian. Brian, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic.
I am absolutely ecstatic. And the ironic thing that nobody brings up, he's a power forward. We needed a 4, and we got the ultimate 4, the ultimate athlete, the ultimate team player. And what a summer we're having in Philly.
What a summer. You're not kidding. So, Brian, you talked about the fit. Tell me a little bit about how you got the news. What was the immediate Brian and Lafayette Hill reaction to this?
I was astounded. I thought he was going to play us along and go back to Cleveland or Miami or someplace but here, because I kept hearing the negatives about it. But I personally thought that it made more sense for him to come here. If his goal is to win a championship, he made the right decision.
Now, Brian, are you joining Brace in the tattoo here? Are you getting the witness tattoo?
Let's go.
No. I'm 67.
That's all right.
I'm 67. I've gone without tattoos my whole life, and I will continue.
You're a smart man, Brian. You're a smart man.
I got to ask you, at 67 years old, this is the biggest Philadelphia sports signing since when?
Wow. Moses Malone.
It's got to be.
Love it.
It's got to be.
Yeah, I think Moses kind of fits.
Yeah, it's on that, because you knew the type of player he was and everything that the 76ers had moving, constantly coming up just short of that championship. And then once Moses came in, was able to get the deal done. So, that's the bar. And again, we brought up Pete Rose. I think that's an interesting one. But I just think of the talent and the caliber of player. We're talking about one of the best at in the game, period, but definitely at his position. And that's why T.O. comes to my mind, right? Because T.O. was the best at his position, hands down, one of, if not the greatest receiver to ever play the game in the NFL. Same thing with a guy like Doc. I talked about Roy Halladay earlier in the week with you.
Yep.
And like Doc, when he was with the Blue Jays competing against the Yankees and the Red Sox in that division, with his ERA, Cy Young, like Doc was one of, if not the best pitcher in the game of baseball. LeBron James is still one of the best damn players in the game. I'm not going to make the case that he's the greatest because he's not. He's 41. He's a different player. We don't need him to be that guy, though.
Yeah. And it's amazing. I'm just walking through all this again. Like, as we start having these conversations, I'm taken back to we were literally sitting here talking about Rory McIlroy's romance history as we were getting ready to talk about whether or not Byron Buxton would waive his no-trade clause for the Philadelphia Phillies. And then we've been talking about LeBron James for the last 2 hours. We got one more to react with you guys before we hand you off to Unfiltered. Bill is fired up. Bill, I thought was going to break the glass when he came in here, was smacking the glass, all excited, all fired up. He's ready to react with you for the next 4 hours from 2 to 6 on Unfiltered. We got you for one more. We continue. The day LeBron became a 76er. This is Middays with Marks on 97.5 LeBron. You're home for King James.
series, number 23, LeBron James.
It's real. That's Matt Cord on with us 2 hours ago.
Hey, Ray.
Reacting to LeBron James being a 76er. And that's the biggest thing I've gotten since everyone's, started to accept the reality that he's a 76er. The follow-up. Hey, man, we need Matt Cord to unretire. That's what we need. We need another year of Matt Cord. I tried to put feet to the fire there. He had to go, rock another block over there at MMR. He didn't close the door, though. He said Tom Brady came out of retirement.
He did say.
He said Michael Jordan came out of retirement. He said he wasn't trying to compare himself.
Look, Sixer fans, we're proud. We love our guys. We love our people. And I have no issues, and I have no idea how the Sixers go about their business. So if Matt Cord's back on the sidelines, of course, we would absolutely love it. And I would imagine Matt might be willing to do that.
Intrigued to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I see Mark Zumoff, speaking of unretiring, I see Mark Zumoff took to the timeline and said, Sixer fans, hold on, we're coming in for a landing, baby.
They landed the plane on this one.
Hey, Pat Riley down in Miami. That plane ain't coming, brother. It's checked in down to Philadelphia International. LeBron James is a Philadelphia 76er. My God, what a day.
And I'm excited to hear Billy react coming up at 2 o'clock. There will be a piece of me, maybe during a break, that wants to go listen to Cleveland radio today. Could you imagine? Think about us. Think about us in this scenario. If the 76ers had a general manager sitting there, working for the team from the area that was buddies with LeBron, goes and takes a job in a different market, makes a trade that makes that team that much better, and then takes the hometown kid away from you. If you're in Cleveland today, how sick are you that it's Mike Gansey that lands the plane for the 76ers to bring LeBron James to Philadelphia?
There's levels to that conversation. Nice way to put it, Ray, because you're right. You had him. And it's crazy because there were people that were building up some fanfare for him and what he was able to do. And think about the Cavs organization for just a second. They were bad. They were bad after LeBron left. And then you understand why. But then they were a contender. They made some nice moves. Donovan Mitchell was a heck of a get. Of course, Mobley. You can go Jared Allen. You can go down the list. They got some good players. He built a team, a winning team at that. I would never consider them a championship contender. They were always missing something, but man, and I don't know if LeBron would have put them over the top either. They still have a couple holes to fill. This one made the most basketball sense, and that's why it's no shock to me that LeBron is actually here to a point from the basketball sense. Everything else, I'm shocked. I
was
got
leaning
nothing.
Miami. I thought for sure he was Miami.
Because I started to visualize, everyone's all upset about the fit and all that. I'm like, dude, it's LeBron with Giannis and Bam. Like, they're going to be okay. That's 3 out of your starting 5. Those guys will figure it out. All right. Pat Riley's a pretty good basketball mind in his own right. So is Spoelstra. So I didn't really buy into the fact of like, oh, there's going to be no room, spacing, all that. But when you talk about winning a championship, no doubt about it, it's right here, number 1.
What Philadelphians do we have to credit for this? Does Kevin Hart get any credit for the golfing?
Yes.
All right, Kevin Hart in with the credit. I just actually, as we were going through this, we were talking Gansey, the whole thing, I started thinking about this, who we're crediting. Because my buddy said he was going to go see Jumanji on Christmas Day for opening day for new Jumanji for Kevin Hart.
I take back everything I said about Kevin Hart, too. And
absolutely.
Yeah, like Kevin Hart's one of the greatest Hollywood actors of my lifetime. Robert De Niro, Kevin Hart.
And Will Smith?
Will Smith, he gets a little piece of this.
He gets a piece of this?
Absolutely.
We went through Shapiro and Harris, the two Joshes doing work, rubbing elbows with them up there.
Josh Harris, I got to give you credit. Nice work.
I mean, obviously we know.
I mean, again, like we have a 4-time NBA champion here.
Bob Myers now gets a statue. Mike Gansey gets a statue. All out in front of the practice facility. All right, let's go out to Baba in West Philly reacting with us at 610-632-0975 here on 97.5 LeBron. Baba, what's up?
Yo. I want everybody from Philly and the sound of my voice to stand up, all the way up. This is the greatest signing of an athlete in Philadelphia history in the last 26 or more years. This is crazy, okay? All right? We are on fire. Look, let me tell everybody something, okay? I'm just crazy about this. Did y'all know that today is National Tequila Day? Did you know that today is National Tequila Day? Okay? All right. Today is National Tequila Day. I'm so hyped up about this signing about LeBron James that I went all the way home, got a bottle of tequila out of my house, got some cups, went all the way back to my barber shop. Okay, I was just in 2 days ago to get my hair cut. All right, to pour everybody shots of tequila today to celebrate the signing of LeBron James. Yo, we're on fire right now.
You're on fire, my man. You are on fire, Baba. And absolutely pour that tequila up. No chill. I don't need no salt, no fruit. Just straight to the dome. Let it burn. Let that chest hair perm. This is what it's all about. LeBron James is coming to Philly, Baba. He's coming to Philly.
Yeah, that's right. He is here. I'm ready to go to the airport. I heard y'all say he's coming on the plane.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go to the airport. This guy.
Honestly, you're the man, Baba. Great stuff. Think about that. If there was, hey, look, LeBron is coming in on X, people would line up.
Oh, yeah.
This city.
That man's getting a chopper somewhere that we don't know until he gets the facility.
We're about to raise our game up to levels we've never been before. The city is it's about to take.
I'd say we were back, but it feels like I mean, Sixers-wise, the vibes are entirely back. But, I mean, as a city, it feels like we didn't leave. But Sixers-wise, we've never been so back.
Yeah, this is, again, you were looking at a corpse, what took place against the New York Knicks. We had a zero pulse. And Gansey comes in with Myers and says, you know what? Let's make a move. Oh, you want Paul George? Okay. How about Jaylen Brown? All right, cool. That catches LeBron. That goes off of his radar. Next thing you know, from June 30th to July 24th on National Tequila Day and Nick Nurse's birthday, LeBron James is a 76er.
Speaking of Tequila Day, apparently, according to Google AI, LeBron is an early investor in Lobo 1707 tequila.
Nice work.
All right.
Nice work.
We're drinking tonight.
Is that Kevin Hart's tequila too?
I don't know.
Well, I'll buy a bottle of his tequila, and I'm buying LeBron James's tequila.
What LeBron James needs, we got. This is 97.5 LeBron. I'm now doing a 1-hour weekly show starting sometime soon that's just strictly LeBron propaganda. I'm very excited for that meeting coming up later on today for me. Before we get to, because we're going to go rapid fire. We got people waiting on hold. We want to get some. We want to give you your opportunity to react with us at 610-632-0975. I want to tell you this 1 o'clock hour is brought to you by Morgenstern Hair Restorations. If you like the way that Johnny Marks looked on Zoom with us in the 1 o'clock hour, you want to go to Morgenstern Hair Restorations. Great teams stick together, and so does great hair. Morgenstern Hair Restoration. Championship results. Visit morgensternhair.com or call 610-831-HAIR. All right. Let's run through a couple callers. Give me 30 seconds of your reaction, starting with Julian in Blackwood. Julian, you're on 97.5 LeBron. Oh, we're rolling. Good stuff, Julian. We appreciate it. Graphic Media, what do you got for us?
Hey, Ray. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fantastic.
I just want you to know, Ray, it's been over a year since I've called in because of dad stuff. And we are now at a moment in time where we don't have to say just go Birds anymore. I just saw a guy wearing a Phillies hat, and I said, LeBron James. And he chuckled real big with a real big smile and a good old happy belly laugh. And that's where we are. I'm going to introduce myself every day now. Without a hi, it'll just be LeBron James. It won't be Go Bird anymore. Go Birds for now. Always Go Birds. But for now, it's just LeBron James, Ray. That's it, guys. LeBron James.
LeBron James to you, too.
Rich Paul just put a video out. He circled the Sixers on the whiteboard.
I love it. Let's go up to Jared downtown. Jared, what you got for us?
LeBron Fest coming to your local Wawa this December.
I'm buying.
I'm in.
His favorite hoagie is a what?
Oh, God.
Oh, here we go. Go Birds.
Let's go.
LeBron. Go
Let's
Sixers.
go. Let's go.
All right, right field in Connecticut. What you got for us?
Yes, how you doing? I think this is a very good move. I think this put Philly on the top of the East. It's a very powerful move. You know, Philly haven't been nothing since the Allen Iverson days, so I'm definitely going to the game, so you best believe that.
You better find me. That's what I need from you. When you come down here from Connecticut, you find me out there in the stands. We're going to have ourselves a time. Sean Brace, there's only one proper way to close out this program on the day that LeBron James becomes a 76er.
How's that?
Sean Brace, are the 76ers contenders in the East?
It's as simple as that, Ray. Yes, they're championship contenders for the whole damn thing. LeBron James, let's go!
Your team.
Your town, your 76ers are contenders for it all. It's as simple as that.
Throw the ball up, boys. Thank you, Sean Rodman. Thank you, Negative Nate. Sam, you did a great job in the back. Sean, it was a fun time we had this week. Johnny Marks back next week for an even better time. This is Middays Marks. Coming up next, Unfiltered on 97.5 LeBron.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
LeBron James is going to be a Philadelphia 76er. I'm Sean Rodman, and this update's brought to you by Morgan Stern Medical. Losing your hair and wishing